Warning! The opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the beliefs of their peers, the guests, their boss, and YouTube.
Yo, 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 can you hear me? Well, we are live back on another episode of the Irish Whips and Arm Drags. Still waiting on everyone to get up in here. Yo, what up, Brendan?
Hey, Tommy, how's it going, my friend?
Good, brother.
Good. So we've got what shirt we got for today?
Got the Liv Morgan.
Got Liv Morgan. Huh? So I got my Hatchet Man necklace and my Axe Murder Boys shirt. They were a duo act on Psychopathic Records for a while there.
Cool, man.
So I gotta pick a different shirt. Oh, I forgot my water in the other room. Sorry, 1 second.
Oh, you're
I'm
good,
still here.
bro.
All right, Paladin should be joining us here. I think he's using the bathroom as well. Same with Chris.
No, it's good, bro. I was literally just taking a shower, bro. Like,
There. All right, back. There we go. And yeah, we just finished our stream on X, and I got some topics here for us to discuss. Same with Paladin, and it'll be good to get more opinions and perspectives about that stuff.
mhm.
I'm back now. I was gone for I think it was a week. I think I was gone. And okay, let me notificationer. I'm excited for the stream. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to discuss and hang out and shoot the shit with the boys. Turn up there. Oh, I messed that. All right, so should we start with a topic? Shoot the shit about something. Wait till more people. Like I did see you were playing WWE 2K25, doing the My Rise.
Yeah, man. We can just shoot the shit for now until some more people show up.
Did you finish the My Rise in 2K25?
I've played it before, yeah. I'm just doing another playthrough now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did a video of it on my channel. The only slight criticism I have, it was predictable. The other character is going to betray the one you're playing as.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, oh, I want, because I made it with my female, male, or like partner, like boyfriend, girlfriend. And I didn't want them to break up. And, like, you saw it coming. I was like, ah. But I did like the comedy storyline when they're doing the pranks on the mutiny people. I thought that part was entertaining.
Yo.
It's Chris, our man Chris. How you doing, my friend? Welcome back to the
Good,
show.
how about you?
Good. I just joined. We're just waiting for, I guess, Paladin and others. And since we just did it with Paladin, we'll do the topics again. Now we have other people to elaborate on as well. So Paladin had more than I did.
One thing before we begin, is my voice robotic or no?
Not right now.
On my end, you sound good. It sounded like we're on X.
That's good, though. Thank God.
I'm gonna just adjust my stand here. If for some reason my phone dies and black out, I'll be right back. But it's full battery right now. I was charging it while we were doing it.
I see.
And so yeah, Tommy, we're in February. We're already a fast month into the year.
Yeah.
This will probably be another fast year. And I guess after the Rumble, we're officially on the road to WrestleMania. I believe it's in March. Like, do we know, is WrestleMania in March this year, or is it in April?
April, most likely.
Double check. I thought it said March, but let me just double check here. So I don't want to tell you all the wrong information here.
Hey, Tommy, would it be okay if I could send out the link like the others too, or no?
You're pretty robotic right now, bro.
You got staticky. Can you try repeat that there?
Jeez.
Okay,
I
there.
mean, it depends who you send out. Like, if I know them and they're cool, like, it's cool with me.
All right, good. Am I sounding robotic or no?
Now you're fine on my end.
That's good though. I'm getting worried though, because I don't want the same problem that happened like last time.
I mean, it's pretty bad for me, bro.
Let's see. Okay, so WrestleMania 42. Okay, you're right, Chris. It's April 18th for night 1, and night 2 is the 19th, which is my dad's birthday.
I see.
I'm used to it being in March, like the old school fan of me. I'm just used to WrestleMania being in March, and the Backlash was April. I find it weird that WrestleMania takes place in what do you call it, in April there. And yeah, because last year they're in Vegas too, right?
Yep, I went there.
Oh, did you go to both nights or just one of them?
I went to night 1, not night 2.
What did you think?
It was fun, man. You know, like I didn't really go into it with a critic's mind. I just went there to have fun.
Yeah, have a good time, get popcorn and pop and enjoy the show. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
That's almost special modern wrestling. That's how you kind of have to go. Just put your opinions to the side for the most part. Get a meal there and just, I guess, enjoy the experience.
Right.
Hey, Jerry, how's it going?
What's up, Mr. Sills in the
Hey
building?
guys.
How's it going, man?
It's all right.
It's all right. Well, we're just waiting. Billy Paladin's joining. We both have to use the bathroom, and we got topics for discussions here that we just did. It'd be good to get your guys' take on them.
Okay.
Just want to wait a little bit longer. If he doesn't join, we'll start.
You talking about the road to WrestleMania? The next stop is Elimination Chamber.
Is there a
It'll
date
be-
announced? Let's see.
It's either the 3rd or
see.
the last Saturday of the month.
Okay, right here, February 28th.
Last Saturday of the month.
And it's in Punk's hometown. They're going to Chicago.
Mm.
Well, he's already champ, so he won't be a factor, but
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sure he'll
gonna-
make an appearance.
Yeah,
Hey,
we'll
Jerry.
go over.
Predicting one of two people is going to win. Either Cody's going to win, so he'll get his shot with Drew McIntyre, or what I'm hoping is Braun Breaker will finally get a shot at something.
I see. How's it going, Jerry?
Hey, Chris, you're starting to sound like a robot again.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, geez. How long are you guys going to be going?
I don't know, bro. We just got started, so
Yeah, because I could see this is going to be a problem. So what I'll probably do is this, like, I'll probably come back by about like an hour or two though, because by then I'll probably be using my tablet though. So hopefully I'll probably see you guys by then. So
yeah. I don't know if
Sorry.
it's your device or if it's your Wi-Fi, bro, but something's up.
yeah. Anyways, I'll be back though, like within an hour or two though. So
All right.
Okay.
We're here. Yeah, here. I think I use my phone. I might one of these times. I might try my laptop. The only concern I have, it's an old laptop. We got that back in 2015, and it's one of those. It's a slow laptop. There are times it works fine. There are times it's a pain in the ass, and I'm concerned if I'm trying off the laptop, will it crash on me?
What's up, Paladin?
Oh, Steve
Hey,
Paladin.
Paladin.
Did I not send the link? Oh shit! Here, let me send the link here. My bad. Okay, I thought I did. Sorry, Paladin. Hang on.
Hey, you're being racist against the Irish.
Yeah, right. Okay, I didn't hit send like a dumbass. So, whoops. Oh no, that's not it. Shit.
You,
No, that's
you Canadians, I tell you.
okay. No, that's the wrong link. Whoops. Okay, try this again.
Damn.
Yeah, apparently I'm drunk right now. Goddamn. Okay, I wonder if it worked this time. Nah, because well, that might work. 'Cause that's the link.
So, Tommy, how's the weather down in Miami?
Okay.
I can't complain. You know, it's a little chilly right now, but
Hey, you come up here where it's 29 degrees.
yeah, fuck that, bro. I just left.
Ugh.
I just left the fucking shithole state. I don't want to go back
Let's
to
see.
it.
Let's see what that is in Celsius. What'd you say, Jerry? 29 degrees.
Yes, 29 degrees.
So,
But it'll
Fahrenheit to Celsius.
It'll be barely below zero by morning.
Yeah, that's not too great. For us, that's -1. Oof. Well, I guess while we're waiting for battling anyone else, I guess we'll start. Then again, it's most same topics we were just discussing with him. I don't really have a particular order. Like, we kind of just went what we had. So let's start with Ricochet's comments. Good evening, Wendy. So Ricochet
Wendy.
was on a podcast recently, and I typed in word for word what he said, so this is how he spoke. So Ricochet decided to comment about his legacy in the WWE, and he's talking about when him, Ciampa, and Gargano got called up to the main roster.
Yeah, I heard of this.
So Ricochet says, I think when we got called up to Raw was the worst thing that happened to Ricochet's wrestling career. Despite meeting my wife there, made friends, made memories, they had a crazy platform to put me all of the positive stuff. But I think specifically for Ricochet's wrestling career, like that's where it took, it got blipped. And it because what I was doing in the trajectory I was on compared to the trajectory that I got for those 5 years, and then how it completely changed the public's image of Ricochet and who Ricochet was. I really do think that 5 years was again, whatever you want to say for the fame and the celebrity and all that side of it. I'm talking specifically the wrestling side of it. That 5 years really tarnished Ricochet's wrestling legacy. All right, so I'm gonna go first on this one. What legacy? Let's be real here. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's be
that's
honest.
what I was thinking.
The only time Ricochet was over to a degree was when he was Prince Puma with a mask on Lucha Underground with Conan as his mouthpiece. And for him to say that, I've gone to record and said Ricochet, in my opinion, is one of the most entitled, laziest wrestlers in the modern era, because he never took the time to get better on the mic, work on promos, develop a character. And if he did that, he would get more over with the North American audience so he can get featured in more storylines and more programs so he can make more money and carve out a legacy to work on his brand for outside of wrestling. That's what he doesn't understand. But no, he thinks the flips and kicks, that'll get him over. That'll only get you so far. That's all he has is flips and kicks.
Yeah, he relied on his athleticism.
Way too much.
Yeah. Hi, guys, by the way. I just finished
I
my
think
podcast.
his best hit is when he took this one really weird angled RKO.
That's it. And as I said on Paladin's show, okay, I'm going to use Stone Cold Steve Austin for an example. If I'm talking to somebody that doesn't watch wrestling or doesn't know what wrestling is, I can explain to this person who Stone Cold is. I can tell this person Stone Cold is this redneck from Victoria, Texas, who drinks beer, flips the middle finger. He goes by his rules. He doesn't do what the authority tell him to do. He sticks it to the man. He represents the blue-collar men and women. And he's got an evil asshole boss that tries to be the dictator and make his life a living hell, but he goes against the grain. That may sound interesting to some people to check out. What can I tell this person who Ricochet is to get people interested to watch? He's bald, got a beard, he's got a tattoo on his titty. He looks like Andrew Tate's son. What can I tell people that's interested about Ricochet to get people to check out?
Rickety shit.
Yeah, rickety shit.
Thank you, Wayfarer.
See, subscribe. Oh, thank you, Wayfarer. So let's see. What do you think they're telling me about Ricochet's comments?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a guy that relied on his athleticism, and like you said, that can only get you so far. And WWE and just pro wrestling in general, that works in Japan. When you're an American and you don't speak the language, you don't really have to tell a story. You just have to be a good wrestler in Japan. And I think that I'm afraid that that the same thing is going to happen to Javon Evans. Javon Evans is going to be Ricochet 2.0, in my opinion. If he's not careful, I think young guys need to learn from Ricochet's mistake, or else they'll just become petty and old, washed wrestlers.
Yeah. And he'll be just another name on the roster. Like what
Yeah.
he won't be separated from the pack. He'll be with the
Yep.
pack.
Yeah.
So Jerry, what do you think about his comments? Let's get your take on that, my friend.
I've never cared much for Ricochet, so I don't really ever listen to what he says.
Fair.
Because, like I said, the best match I ever seen him in, it was a match with Randy Orton, and he took this really wicked RKO angle, and he was practically on top of his own head when he
Okay.
landed.
I guess
And
that's
I
the most
thought,
memorable thing.
yeah, and I thought his neck was broken, but here that was just the way he landed. That was a stunt.
Oh shit. And Paladin, I know we just did your gig here. Tell the 5 people that are watching this their take on Ricochet's comments.
Well, yeah, there's only so much athleticism can do for you. It's not going to get you over 100%. Okay, let's have a look at Rey Mysterio. He was over because, okay, not because he had he had great athletic ability, but he also had great charisma. He had something to him, you know.
Yep.
He
Absolutely.
was known as the ultimate underdog, master the 619. He had something to him. Whereas it's like, what does Ricochet have? Oh, he somewhat looks like Andrew Tate, or he looks like he's got tattoos. That's something, yeah. He's bald, so I'm pretty sure that counts. No, he's not.
So does Randy Orton.
Well, the difference is Randy Orton's talent. Okay,
Yep.
that's
Star.
the
Very
major.
true.
Yeah, that's the major difference. And for Ricochet to be that stupid, it's just like, dude, you had time to develop a character. You had time to do all of that, but you didn't. You thought, oh, my athletic ability will definitely help me out. It did not.
Yep.
Short term, yes. Short term, yes. Long term, no.
Yes, I have seen Jerry as a wrestler. It's very disturbing.
And with Ricochet, answer to me this: has he done anything to help AEW increase in the ratings? Nope.
No.
They win. Like he hasn't done anything to contribute to AEW and the business. So I don't know where in his right mind he thinks he is the high mighty, but
I think the only chance he may have is if he goes to New Japan Wrestling.
Because he doesn't have to cut a promo. He just has to wrestle.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the
And
only thing. Or
there-
Mexico
that's-
even.
There, his wrestling style actually is a little more appreciated, and it's not a full international audience, but hey, Japanese audience do pay out the money. So
So he leads
Yeah,
the
yeah,
living
yeah.
there and all that for sure. All right, now the next one here, I didn't write the guy's exact quote, but I can at least sum it up. Cody Rhodes was doing a podcast not too long ago, and he was talking about how he wants WWE to bring back house shows. And he made a comment that, hey, I might get in trouble for saying this, but I don't care. It's how I feel. He wants to bring house shows back because it will then help the men and women, get better on their craft, work better on their timing, decrease injury possibilities. Because that's what house shows were back then. It was like a
True.
test. What worked, what didn't, what got a good reaction, what didn't get a good reaction. Do we need to work on timing? Do we need to work on a move? And that's one of the reasons why today you have injuries that happen more often, because maybe they were too late, too early, maybe their ankle positioning was not proper. Cody's, in my opinion, he's right. They should bring back house shows so they can get better on their craft and less injuries happen. 100% around that.
It's a rare W from Cody.
It's practice, too. Practice makes perfect, man.
exactly.
Exactly. That's what they did like in the 80s and the 90s. Like they no, okay, we're working together at this state, this town, this show. Cool. They have a match, they get the reaction, then they come back like, okay, this worked, this didn't. Let's try this for the next town. Then when they're on TV, like Paladin said on X there, they're sharp, they're on point because they had time to work on what they need to work on instead of being thrown out there and just hope for the best.
Yo, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What was that, Tommy? Oh, you're right back. Okay. All right. So now let's go to. Okay, Jerry, you were there after the Royal Rumble, and how Paladin brought up how he felt like that Triple H did not book the men's Rumble. And I think there's some more evidence for that. Because before the Rumble,
I still think he had a slight hand in it.
Well, go ahead, Jerry. I'll let you.
But I did like how Raw went afterwards. It did go in a whole different direction, which I think is better for it. Because I knew Roman was going to win the Rumble. That was not a military grade secret. But it was just, who was he going to take on? Were they going to go for the Cody Roman 3? Which is stupid. I mean, if they'd done it last year, they could have gotten away with it and got it over with, but they didn't. Or better yet, he either goes after CM Punk or Braun Breaker, because I was convinced Braun Breaker on the first Raw in January was going to knock off CM Punk. Of course, I was wrong, but, even the experts aren't always correct.
Dave Meltzer. So as for by the way, fuck Dave Meltzer. Roman Reigns appeared on the Pat McAfee show right before the Royal Rumble. And again, I didn't write the quote down, but on the Pat McAfee show, he said, I was the top guy for 3 years. I go leave, I come back, no one is over enough to take my spot. I got to pick up the scraps and be that guy. And he makes the comment that Nick Khan is a great leader. People like Nick Khan. They like his business abilities. They respect him. Then Roman takes a jab at Triple H without saying his name, but he said the creative is subpar. The creative is not good enough to follow Nick Khan's leader direction. And when he said that, I'm sure we can agree that Triple H had to see that, or at least heard about it. So I can guarantee you guys that Roman Reigns was not his first option to win the Rumble because of those comments he made publicly. So take care, Wendy. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye, Wendy.
Yeah. And so after those comments were made, you would think Triple H no, I'm not going to have him win the Rumble, which makes me think, we talked about Simon Paladins there, who overstepped Triple H. I think the only guy in that group would have probably said something to Triple H or TKO and the Saudi Arabians went to was Bruce Pritchard. They probably went to Bruce and said something we want Roman to win, this is why. Or was it a TKO decision? Or did the Saudi Arabians get involved we want this guy to win? And at that point, Triple H can't say no.
True. Because the only thing I'm wondering is, are they going to save Roman for night number 2? Or are they going to put him on as the main event on night number 1?
I've heard they're doing night 2. It's my understanding.
I figured if they're smart, that's how they ought to do it.
Yeah, because between the two, Roman Punk is a slightly better draw because they have not had a one-on-one yet. Won that triple threat. That was it.
Because I'm figuring, like I said, Cody's probably more likely going to win the Elimination Chamber, and that gives him the shot with Drew McIntyre. So that means Drew gets to stay champ at least through to WrestleMania, and then go from there.
Yeah, and after the WrestleMania stuff, all that. Tommy, did you catch what we're talking about there? Just to
I want to go back into what you said about house shows.
Okay.
For a minute, I saw an interview also with Cody Rhodes and I think it was either Jay or Jimmy Uso. I don't know. It was one of the Usos, and he was talking about Solo Sikoa. And they were tag teaming, and the crowd was dead. So Cody, started stomping his feet and clapping his hands trying to get the crowd into it. And then Solo Sikoa, after the match, tells them, "Hey, I don't want them to cheer. I don't want them to give the cheer." He basically said they're gonna cheer eventually, but Cody says these kids don't get it because some nights you're going to be tagging with generic wrestler number 1, generic wrestler number 2, and the crowd's not going to be interested.
Yep.
And then he said, well, then I realized who I was talking about, and it was Solo Sikoa. And Solo Sikoa...
He's never been cheered.
Well, here's my point, is he's very entitled because he's part of the bloodline. So every match he has been with Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Jacob Fatu. These guys are over. They're going to get pops regardless of who they wrestle with. And Solo, if he did more house shows, he would then realize how important and how much ring IQ Cody has to let's go crowd, let's get into it. and he just kind of shrugs it off, and that kind of made me like lose some respect for Solo, because it was like he just wants to get the pop.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah,
it's like-
that's it.
So yeah.
Okay. What about some of the Roman Triple H thing that I was just reading there? Do you think someone went to Triple H and demanded that Roman wins, even though Roman made those comments about him?
What did Roman say?
Okay, so I don't have the exact quote, but he was on Pat McAfee's show before the Rumble. Like we're talking about like at least a day or two before the Rumble. And he made the comment that he was the top guy for 3 years.
Oh yeah,
He
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
so he leaves, because he's not the champion. He's gone. He has to come back and pick up the scraps because no one is over enough to take his spot. And then he directed his attention to Nick Khan, saying that he's a great business leader, people respect him. And then he takes a shot at Triple H without naming him, saying the creative is subpar. The creative is not strong enough to support the Nick Khan's leadership. And
He's
because
right.
he made that, he is right, 100%. But because he made that line, it had to got back to Triple H, which I can guarantee you, there is no way after that comment got back to Triple H, Roman was his first pick to win. It had to be somebody else, which makes me think, did TKO make that decision? Did Saudi Arabians make that decision? Did they go to Bruce Pritchard or somebody to step over Triple H to make that
veto.
call?
Yeah, veto.
And at that point, Triple H can't say no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think TKO has the most power over him. So
Yeah, they can say we want either wrestler A, wrestler B, or wrestler C to win, and you have to pick up the 3 that they demanded. That's the thing. If he goes against them, he's fired. And I think he knows that if he tries to go against his masters,
What's up, Lady
they're
Cat?
done. Hey, Lady Cat, how's it going?
hello, Lady Cat.
All right.
But
now-
someone you didn't mention was The Rock too. I mean, The Rock has so much influence as well.
Oh yeah, and he runs. He's one of the board members at TKO.
You know what? Conspiracy theory. I don't have my soundboard here that I use from Russo there. Here's my conspiracy theory. What could The Rock call TKO, or he has a contact in Saudi Arabia and he could blabber, I want my cousin to win, or I'm not going to get involved. And they felt like that pressure because The Rock said something and they went with Roman. That could be a possibility.
Yeah. I laid out, good few sort of like connections on my podcast,
What else?
I was definitely thinking that, maybe TKO and the Saudis had to take Triple H aside and go, you're gonna need some use and a draw there, because the Saudis they do like Roman, so
Yeah, they like their stars, and they definitely probably had a hand in it. All right, next one here. So Chelsea Green, she was on the Reality Check podcast. She responded to Michael Hayes' comments about her on the Unreal show on Netflix. So Michael made a comment about Chelsea saying, and I quote Michael, "She makes the most of her time, so we don't need to give her 30 minutes. We give her 30 seconds, and she does the same work, which is great because she's not meant to be here for 30 minutes. She's not meant to be the top girl. She's meant to elevate girls to be in that top position to be a main eventer."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Chelsea said what she said here. This is my opinion on this. The fact that Michael Hayes said that while thinking Chelsea won't watch Unreal or won't get back to her is insane. And to me, it's a shame when a talent gets told they have a glass ceiling put onto them, especially on public. With him saying that on a show, Chelsea Green is being told publicly, we don't see you getting higher. You got a ceiling. We see you right here in the middle or the bottom if you fuck up.
Exactly.
And if a talent, in my opinion, gets flat out told that there's a ceiling put onto them, then he or she will not have any motivation to work hard to get to the next level, because to them, what's the point if you're just going to be stuck where you are and not be elevated to the next level? This goes back to Triple H and those four horses ass men in the creative room don't know what the fuck they're doing. So Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, Michael Hayes,
Yeah.
the Walrus. I'm not even gonna say his real name. They are the four horses ass men. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You guys would think, of all the years we have watched wrestling, what we know about wrestling, you would think you would want to get more of your roster over instead of a selected few. But
Yeah,
nope.
exactly.
This also shows that the wrong people are in charge running that company. And I want to ask you guys this. If Chelsea just said what I just said, do you think this will get her more heat backstage?
Possibly.
What do you think, Tommy?
Go ahead, Paladin.
I'd say it could get her some heat backstage. You know, like Chelsea is good. She's about my age. She's around my age. She's about 2 months older. Yeah, she still has a lot to offer.
Oh yeah.
Like character-wise, she's good. I give her props. I've seen her Laurel Van Ness stuff when she was the crazy bridesmaid, so that was good. I will say, she's good as a mid-carder. Do I see her getting to world title contention? It's like, I don't think so, personally. I mean, you know, if you think she can make it, fine. You know, that's your prerogative. It's just for me. I'd be sort of, I don't think so. No, but at the same time, I don't think that's something you should say publicly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tommy, what do you think of the situation there?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Paladin. To me, she's a mid-card wrestler, and it's not really a knock on her. It's just that the women's division is loaded with talent, from Rhea Ripley to Io Sky to Roxanne Perez.
Scratch Io Sky, please.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Io, but I gotta admit she's talented.
Yeah. Got to give the devil her due.
And just to make my point, Io's not the number one contender. There's 3 other girls in front of her, that you could put there, like Charlotte Flair, Bailey, if you want to put her back into the world title picture.
Yeah, Bailey.
There.
Yeah. There's more people that are higher than Chelsea, and it is what it is. I feel like they should at least try to get her more over, because again, the more over you get your roster, the more money you make and the more business you can do.
I miss the days when if Vince saw you selling a ton of merch, he'd push you. I mean, that was the thing about Vince. At least he noticed that, oh, cool, you're moving merch there. Sure, we'll push you. We'll get you a program.
Business is business, right?
Yep.
All right. Now this one, I'm dying to hear.
What's funny, though, with Michael Hayes, it's funny him telling someone they're only going to be a mid-carder when his highest accolade in singles wrestling was the U.S. title in the NWA in 1989.
Yeah. Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so ironic.
And a guy like me, I'm like, who the fuck's Michael Hayes, bro?
Dude.
Like Jerry's a wrestling purist and historian, but it's like not everyone's gonna know who the fuck that guy is.
Because I saw him back in the 80s when he was part of the Fabulous Freebirds, and they won tag team titles.
Oh, I was just gonna say that, when I
go ahead, Paladin.
When I had heard of Michael Hayes back in the 90s, sure, I didn't even know who he was. And I'm pretty sure maybe if I saw him during Jerry's time, I'd be like, who are you?
Whoops.
Because I mean, he does have some genius ideas. Because he did help promote world-class wrestling with Fritz von Erich. He gave him ideas, and Fritz used them. Because Michael had the idea of bringing rock music into the arenas as your entrance music.
Yeah, it was, right?
Yeah. So then, because they commend the actual song Freebird.
Mm.
And then Kerry and Kevin Von Erich used Stranglehold from Ted Nugent. Because before, wrestlers would just simply walk in, take in the crowd noise. But when you start playing some music, it does build anticipation, depending
Yep.
on the song that's played.
Yep, and it helps with that character too, and their overness and popularity for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, now the next one here, Jerry. I'm definitely dying to hear your take on this, since you're a lot older than us. Okay,
He's got a lot
so
of
Seth Rollins recently was on the Games with Names podcast. He was talking about how hard it's being a heel in today's wrestling. So Seth's quote, our audience nowadays is so intelligent that they know you're playing a character. And if you do that too well, then they start to like you. So you stop losing the ability to be a heel because we let everybody in on the secret. And now they're just playing along with the heel. The way the culture is, the way the media, the way that everybody understands what pro wrestling is, makes it more difficult to be a successful heel long term. Okay, I'm going to go first on this one. I get what he was trying to say, but I disagree. And here's why. In my opinion, I may sound crazy here. Well, I'm crazy, but I may sound crazy here. In order for a true heel character to work, it has to be a part of you and your personality that you turn all the way up. One of the most important things that a performer has to develop in wrestling is believability. The audience has to believe in you and what they have to believe in you. And they have to believe why you do anything you do in that ring. If the audience cannot believe in you or believe in who you are, they'll never take you seriously and they'll never believe in what you say or do. Examples, I'll give you 2 examples. Bret Hart in 1997, when he was anti-American, you bought that into his personality that he hated America because he felt like Americans turned his back on him, and he said all the nasty things he said about the United States as a country. You believed in it. You believed the venom in his voice. You believed the hatred when he broke the U.S. flag at Ground Zero in 97. A second example, when Hulk Hogan became Hollywood Hogan, you believed Hollywood Hogan is now a different man. He's not the hero anymore. He's succumbed to the greed. That is the Hollywood lifestyle. He now has lackeys doing his bidding where he can't do it himself. He thinks he's high mighty Jesus Christ. Like you believe the new personality switch. So that's my take on that. Like you have to have believability in it, but that is what's missing. And another thing that's too is missing, before I get you guys' take on this, is the climate in today's society. People all are afraid to get natural heat. We're never going to see heels like Jeff Jarrett hitting Booker T swiping the guitar to get heat. We're never going to see NWO getting trash thrown at you. You're never going to see Ric Flair heat because they're afraid to get heat because they want to be liked. That's my 2 cents. So, Jerry, I want you to go because I want to hear your take.
Well, it's funny. If you look at the history of wrestling, with the exception of 2 or 3 wrestlers, they've all been heel and babyface.
Yep, a lot have.
I mean, initially there was 3, but of course one did turn. That was Cena. But the other 2 that have never, ever turned heel was Magnum TA and Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah. Because Austin was heel face, Rock was heel face, Hogan, Savage,
Triple H,
Flair,
Andre.
I
mean, some of these were your classic heroes back in the day, but
Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar.
Because I mean, I've had people tell me, "What about Dusty Rhodes?" I'm like, no, he started out as a heel in the '70s.
No.
He wrestled with Dick Murdoch, and they called themselves the Outlaws.
Okay.
And they lived that life, both in the ring and out of the ring. And it wasn't until Dusty got to Florida, I think it was '78, and he was managed by Gary Hart. And then when he turned on Gary Hart, he became the hero of Florida, and he became the Hulk Hogan of Florida wrestling. All in one night. When he took on the big Korean Pak Song.
Fair enough. Let's see, Tommy, what do you think of Seth's comments and how hard is it to be a heel in modern wrestling? Let's get your take on it, my friend.
I don't really buy it, man. Like someone on the screen right now is Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and everybody fucking hates him. You know, it's like you get this scrawny fucking guy, call him a fucking world title contender, put hot chicks on him. Yeah, that's gonna get some fucking heat. And they've done it once. They've only done it right once, and it was with Dirty Dom. He's the best heel right now in the business.
Okay.
And I think Seth, you know, he's a little he's on the money. People are smart nowadays, but it's not like they were fucking in the 80s. Everybody thought that bad guys were actually pieces of shit. Like there was still they believed he was a piece of shit, but it wasn't so in your face that you could escape into the WWE universe and still think he's a bad guy.
Yep.
But at the same time, in the back of their head, they're like, oh, this guy's doing his job. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't buy it as far as like, maybe it has gotten harder, but it's still possible. And
Absolutely.
Dirty Dominic is a good example.
Yep.
Vince Russo at JCW, when he fires fucking Violent J, that got a lot of heat from the crowd. I was watching that. I was catching up on JC Dub, man. There's some good shit in there too, man. I'm like, see, these are basic fucking fundamental storytelling things that you can do. You know, you dethrone the king, that gives you heat.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So yeah.
Paladin, how about you?
Well, I would, like I did say that I did agree with Brendan that it's important for, you know, for wrestlers to find that side of themselves that they don't really, you know, talk or see much. I just amplify that to 100. And I'll give you examples. Let's take a look at Kurt Angle. Now, there was two different people. There was Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, you know, the family man outside. Then you had his character. Now, his character was amped up 1,000 times higher than what it should have been. Like, you know, he was like this big goofball. He was like, you should be all cheering for me. Come on, I'm an Olympic hero. Huh? Won medals. You know?
Yeah.
And over time, he was developing his character. He went from like that to like this intense wrestler who was just like, come on, I'm the best freaking wrestler in the world. I mean, for God's sake, I've got more wrestling ability in my pinky than like in your entire body. And, you know, he called himself like the wrestling machine. He was always, you know, really growing that intensity, growing that strength. And all the while, his character was just evolving. But you could at least sort of depict, okay, that's just him on camera. I'm pretty sure behind the scenes he's a family guy. You know, he's chill.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's like Brock Lesnar's character. There's Brock Lesnar the man. Then you've got Brock Lesnar's character. Like I don't know what he's like backstage or whatever. I'm pretty sure he's a chill guy. But when you see him on, you know, when you see him go out on stage, he's like this wild sort of warrior, this wild sort of like UFC fighter that's ready to destroy. Like he's got a seek and destroy mission. You know, he's coming out, he's going to beat the shit out of you. He's going to, you know, leave you in a heap of your own blood. And then it's like, yeah, I'll go home. Got a paycheck. So those are kind of two prime examples of people who took sides of their personalities and amped them up.
All right. Now, this next one here, let's try to keep this specific topic short because this is very controversial. And I know Paladin knows what I'm referring to. So, on the recent AEW Dynamite in the main event between MJF and Brody King. Okay, so for those who are watching this, I don't know Brody King. Brody King is a current wrestler on the AEW roster, and he was one of the first wrestlers in North America to speak about being anti-ICE. Okay, and again, everyone has their own political opinions, beliefs. If they're pro-ICE, anti-ICE, we're not talking about whose side, what you're on. We're not talking about that. Okay, on the main event, That uncensored too. There was a loud "fuck Ice" chants on the
Oh
show,
yeah.
and I kind of went off a little bit on Pal this thing about this. In my opinion, this is gonna hurt AEW, and they don't realize it. And I'll tell you why.
Mhm.
Because when it comes to politics, or music, video games, movies, TV shows, doesn't matter. The minute you fully pick a side, you pick a side. The whatever side you pick, you're going to alienate your
The
other
other
half
half.
of the audience. And I guarantee there's like conservative Republican AEW fans that saw like, can I just escape politics for fucking once? Click. And they may not come back because now that made
Spot
AEW
on.
as a full left-wing wrestling organization, in my opinion, because it was loud. It was in a blue state. And
Oh
so I
yeah.
felt like I felt like where Tony Khan fucked up, he didn't tell the truck to turn the crowd down. He didn't like apologize. This has nothing to do with our beliefs as a company. If it offended anybody, apologize. Like he did nothing to try to control the situation. The referee didn't ring the bell on purposely because he said he waited so the chant can make it live on the microphones in the building so it could be heard on TV. So I felt like it was stupid that nothing was done to control the crowd. It is very dangerous now for AEW because now that makes them a full-blown left-wing organization. It's going to turn people off even more. And the fact that this is now their 15 minutes of fame, TMZ is reporting it, NBC News is reporting it. That's it. When this dies down, AEW might just get lower and lower and lower now. What do you think, Jerry?
Yeah, I saw part of the video on Instagram, and I was like, "Wow!" Because what got me was MJF's reaction. He looks at the crowd and he goes,
Yeah, it's like, I don't know this.
and then
Yeah,
Brody was sitting there, just kind of like raising his hands up, cheering them on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What the hell are you thinking? You're cutting your paycheck."
Yeah, and I'm thinking, "Oh, you idiots! You're dividing," and they're so stupid. They don't realize like what they did may have repercussions this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And I
good.
want to be wrong. Yes, it's all the jokes I personally make about Tony Khan and all that. I don't want AEW to go out of business because that's another place where men and women can go and work and make
Yeah.
a living.
Yeah.
And if their business keeps getting hurt, there's not going to be another place for men and women to go work.
Yeah, it's the second biggest company on the planet.
Yeah, but when we express our concerns, what do we get? You're racist, you're homophobes, you're sexist,
Yeah.
you're transphobe, xenophobes, old,
You're always this.
bitter.
You're always that.
Business has changed. It's evolved. You don't understand. This
Oh,
is
I don't understand.
revolutionary. And it's like, okay, then when it dies, we're gonna do the I told you so. Yeah,
I've only
let's
been
see.
watching it for 42 years, but
Right.
I don't understand.
Oh yeah, I've been watching since
Fucking
1995, and I'm 30 years old. I know nothing about wrestling. Yeah, and one of
Yeah,
my friends is, and one of my fucking friends is a writer for the Attitude Era. So yeah, I know nothing about wrestling. Tommy, what do you think of this situation?
Yeah, that shit's not gonna go over well if you try to tour in red states, man. Good luck
Mhm.
selling tickets in Alabama after that. Good luck selling
Ohio,
or
Texas.
Ohio. Exactly. Trump
Texas,
won
Florida.
the popular vote. If they might not like it. Tony Khan might not like it, but I think the only thing you could do right now to save face is fire Brody Lee
Yep.
because he
Yeah.
started this shit. He started
Yeah.
this
He did.
shit.
Yeah,
And
with the
it's gonna
abolish
be
ice.
sad because Brody's talented. I've watched him wrestle for the last 5 or 6 years, and they make him out to be like Bruiser Brody, only with a tad bit more talent. But politics.
Yeah, it's just Paladin. Let's get your 2 cents on this, bud.
Well, it was a dumb thing for him to do. Like when we watch entertainment, we want to get away from all that. When we
Yep.
want to say play a video game, we want to get away from all that. We like our escapes,
Yep.
But we have our creature comforts, and that's what we want.
Yep.
in life.
Escapism.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's like it's everywhere now, and you just can't get rid of it. It's like a bad itch. And
Or 000.
yeah. So I'm kind of very pissed off at Brody for doing this. Should he be fired? Yes, because he's now a liability. This is proof of it. I would be like, sorry, but you have now become a liability. I can't afford to take a risk.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna bring like bad publicity to AEW. Maybe Shad, Tony's dad, like, excuse me, why are you doing this? Then he might take some control away from Tony, and Tony doesn't want that to happen.
He might start cutting off the purse strings.
Yep.
Yeah,
Then
and
Tony would be freaking out.
It doesn't appeal to half the country. It might appeal to people overseas, but you don't tour overseas. You tour in America, Tony.
You know, you'll make California and Minnesota happy. That's about it.
That's about it. And you'll make some people in the UK who fucking hate America happy.
Yeah.
They think we're the worst, and they think Trump's a fucking pedophile and what other fucking nonsense. You know, and it's like, I'm just kind of on a rant because I got in an argument today with some fucking retard from the UK.
Oh no,
about that, eh? All right, we'll go to the next topic here. The Rock's daughter, Ava Reigns, is let go of her WWE contract. And
She's
Cornette went to Pac, hit him up on her. All due respect to The Rock, one of the greatest performers of all time. In my opinion, maybe you guys will agree with me, The Rock's daughter had no business being there. Like, she doesn't offer anything. And if she worked for it, let's say she put in the work, she got there on her own terms, I think people would have respected her more. But no, she had the door open for her with the red carpet rolled and was given a spot on TV like that. And that's where people turned. Yeah. And that, in my opinion, that's where people turned against her. Like, oh, okay, you're a Nepo baby. You just got everything handed to you. You need to do anything. You need to put the work in. And no one just cared. I think that's why maybe NXT's numbers started to go down, because no one just cared for her. She didn't offer anything to the show. She doesn't offer anything as a talent. And it's like, you're wasting money at this point. So why keep her?
Right.
Does that sound cruel? Yes, but it's the nature of the business.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to envy you if you have successful parents, let alone celebrity success.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Dwayne Johnson being your dad, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do, like, let me just get this in. She also gets political, and she says, fuck Charlie Kirk, fuck Ice.
Yeah.
You think that's going to win anybody over? Like, you're not winning anyone over when you do that.
Because, I mean, look at Cody and Dustin Rhodes. Look at Randy Orton.
Yep.
You know, Orton superseded his dad and even his grandfather. See, people don't realize that. Orton's a third-generation wrestler.
Yep.
Look at Shane McMahon, dude.
Yeah, Shane McMahon.
Brian Owen Hart.
Yeah. And let's see, there was 3 other Hart brothers that also wrestled. I mean, only in Canada, but still.
Bruce was one of them. Keith was another.
Yep, Keith, and I forget the other
who was the
one.
third one?
And see, and people's like, what about Jim Neidhart? And I said, he was married into the family, so technically he counts to a point.
Try to think another one. No, we mentioned Brian Owen, Cody and Dustin.
I mean, look at the Von Erichs, the Armstrongs, the Guerreros.
Yep, Eddie and Chavo Guerrero, for example, in that family.
And let's not forget the biggest wrestling family of all. See if I can pronounce their name right. The Anai family.
And Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah, sorry. See, I can never get it right.
See, I'm Samoan, so I know how to say it. You know?
Yeah, and look all the people in that family: Yokozuna, Roman Reigns, The Rock, Johnson, Rikishi, the Usos. Like, there's a lot of people current and even the 90s. Oh my God, Maine. I forgot about Maine. Surpassed, their past.
Yeah. And it started with Alpha and Sika, the original Samoans. And Chief Peter Maivia. That's The Rock's grandfather.
Right.
That's true.
It was his daughter that was married to Rocky Johnson Sr., Daddy Rock.
The fucking Dominic Mysterio, bro. I think he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, he does.
It's not easy.
Stepping out,
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not like his dad's like a legend, and this is where I'm gonna
Yeah.
give Dominic credit because I was one of those people that did not like Dominic. I felt like he was a nepo baby for a while because he was
Until he did
just
the heel turn.
yeah, he was just bland,
Yeah.
like nothing exciting. He was just bland. Oh, he's daddy's son, you know.
He's
Then when
just trying to be like his dad, only taller. And I'm like, not cutting it.
it's like yeah, not kind of. Then when they did turn him heel, he grew his hair
Yeah.
out, grew a
Yeah.
mustache, kind of go back to the Eddie Guerrero's my dad's
Grew his
storyline
hair
in
out.
05. Yeah, that's
Ground
when
his
it's like
hair
okay,
out.
there's something there. Like you saw more like okay, he's embracing I could be Eddie's son, right? It's not my dad. And I
Yeah.
think once he embraced that, and it's like okay, there's something there. Granted, his writing is not always it's up and down, up and down. But
Yeah.
I think he's at least trying. And I think right now, for the last, 2 years? Or 3, I should say, we're in the new year. He has got to the point he's not in his father's shadow anymore. And he's his
No,
own
oh
man.
no, he's on his own path, way separate from his dad.
Yeah. He might
Now,
share the
will he-
last name still, yes, but he's not
Now, will
Ray's
he
son.
reach the highest honors of his dad? Probably not, but he'll still set his own path. I mean,
Yeah.
same way with Cody. Will he ever reach the same legendary status as his dad? Hell no.
No, not even close, no.
And he'll probably even tell you, "I'm not even going to try. I
Yeah,
just want to
Du-
make him
Dusty's
proud."
Dusty.
That's all. Yeah, that's all he cares about.
Make his dad proud there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all the topics I had written down. Paladin, you had more than I do here. So what you bring up the next one here. What should we do?
Yeah, I've got my notepad there somewhere.
Wait,
so-
before we move on, can we react to a video? It's about Ava.
Ava? Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
It's Stevie Richards and John Romero. I saved this so we could talk about it.
Okay. So we got Stevie and James Romero.
Let's go to Ava. Ava Rain, formerly at one point in WWE. Simone Johnson, the daughter of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Of course, she was a fourth generation, let's not loosely use the word superstar. She has left WWE. She made an announcement on Instagram, I believe. She was the GM of NXT for 2 years. And once again, she's left NXT and subsequently WWE as well. She was not pushed. She jumped, I guess, decided not to renew. Here's the quote. This past Tuesday was my last appearance on NXT and subsequently WWE. Thank you to all who have cheered, watched, and supported me through my journey. While my decision to not renew my contract was very difficult, it's also a new turning point in my life. It has been an honor and a privilege to be Ava. Now, there's an extra theory here, is that I hadn't realized that she was a lesbian, and apparently they fired her girlfriend a couple of weeks earlier.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they did.
Apparently so.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you think that's kind of a protest type thing to not renew it, or
What?
she's got? I'm sure she has a job waiting for her at $7 production, right? She'll be okay.
Well, that's the interesting thing. Why would you fire her girlfriend? Do you think they wanted to get rid of her and they knew the contract was coming up?
I have no idea, but that's 2 weeks apart, right? That's kind of a weird coincidence.
WWE responded, WWE thanks and applaud Simone Garcia Johnson for her stellar work as Ava and beyond. Her passion, dedication, and impact were felt across the entire NXT and WWE community. We wish her the very best in all her future endeavors, which I like to see future endeavors be brought back. Okay, cards on the table here. Ava was pretty bloody awful.
Yeah, it was a pretty vanilla character. It really didn't. Did she really do anything anytime I tuned in NXT? And it wasn't very often. And she was there. The only time I think that she grabbed any kind of attention in the backstage pre-tape, which was, I think, gorilla position, was Ethan Page, and she was there with her dad. That was about the only memorable type thing right there that I could do or recall with that. But yeah, I look forward to seeing Simone Johnson as a producer on Seven Bucks production. Seven Ducks. That's what
So-
I'm doing.
Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, obviously they're SmackDown Raw GMs. Like, they've got presence. They've got authority. They dress well. They're seasoned pros. They know how to present themselves. They know how to act. They're very good at what they do. They bring value. Whenever Ava was on TV, it's like, oh, you're The Rock's daughter. This is why you're in this position. I can't see anyone ever thinking she. And we'll get to the whole other thing in a second of the belief that she made it all on her own. That The Rock actually said.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, nobody who's in the bubble and nobody who wants to keep their job in WWE or stay in good graces with The Rock are ever going to say anything different than what we're saying during this segment.
The Rock said, this was to MTV UK a few months ago, I am so proud of her being his daughter, because it's what I did, and I love what I did. I love wrestling. I grew up in wrestling. She was born into it too, just like I was. And when she said, hey, I want to do what you do, but the difference is, and it's why I get emotional, because she's like, I want to do what you do, but I want to carve my own path. That's the difference. That was the big deal when I heard that, because it's easy, I think, for any kid who wants to come up and do what their parents are doing too. Maybe it's not overt, but to utilize the influence. I'm telling you, it never happened. Remember that. I never got that call like, hey, can you call someone? Could you? I never got that call, and that's the truth. And that's the thing that makes me proud. Look, I'd have been there anyway. I would have made that call. But when you don't get it, it gave me a profound sense of pride because I helped with a mum raise an amazing human being. We're not saying she's not an amazing human being. We're saying no call ever had to be placed, surely.
Well, you tell a great story about Rocky in Memphis, where basically they created tracks for him because he didn't want to be down there in the developmental territory in Memphis anymore, correct?
Yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. So Ava Johnson, well, she was called Ava Raine. She was hired in 2019, I think. And it took her 3 years of training, 2.5 years of training to even be allowed on NXT TV. My argument was this is the slowest fast-tracked like push on TV in the world, because she only did a few matches. She was so bad as a wrestler. After 3 years, they took her out of the ring again to be Shawn Michaels' assistant and then the GM. And I was thinking, name one other person in the wrestling business who WWE would go out of their way for, because as far as I know, she isn't particularly athletic. She had no natural ability to be a pro wrestler whatsoever. She's not a particularly good talker, yet they seem to have bent over backwards. And yet The Rock here, Dwayne, is saying, hey, she never had to make the call. She carved her own path here. So they wouldn't have given a second look if she was not related to him, surely.
Well, the speculation is, too, that you talked about she was signed in 2019. She trained for 3 years. That was the COVID era where they released a lot of people. So you would think they would tell her, hey, come back afterwards or do whatever. Yeah, she was definitely, but that's the business. It really is who you know or who you're related to in that vein, and especially in that company. Fourth generation means a lot. They're going to try to see wherever they can fit her in there. And yeah, it's a shame that she didn't really have it to be a wrestler, because her as a female wrestler being a Rock's daughter, they were probably looking at instant money. If we can get her to be a decent worker, we can make some money with this as a female Rock character. And we have The Rock here as, one of the people that pretty much own the company in a way on the board of directors. In theory, it's like, yeah, the patience should wear off her.
Yeah, so that's the first 5 minutes. I won't play the entire video, but another thing I want to add, like, I'm sure we all agree with what Stevie said. But the problem with WWE is it's 40% female audience.
Yep.
And when you cater to a female audience, you're going to allow this type of DEI fucking hires where she has no fucking business being a general manager. She's only there because she's a woman. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. You make movies for women that used to be boys' products. Because let's face it, none of our sisters were watching WWE. If you had a sister, they weren't really into fucking pro wrestling. If
Mine never did.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I was in a house full of brothers, so we liked it.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's
my sister's not really into it.
I guarantee if I had a sister, she would be interested.
Exactly.
Nothing. Yeah.
My sister only got really somewhat followed it because one of my nephews is into it, and my niece as well. So that's why she is aware of it, but now before she had her kids, didn't care for it, didn't follow it, wasn't aware of it. Yeah, 100%. And I want to make sure people don't think we're sounding sexist here. It's not like we're saying, oh, you're a woman, you should get this job or not get this job. It doesn't matter what gender or race you are. It's like, are
Yeah.
you qualified to do
Yeah.
the job? Like I said, it doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what race you are. Are you qualified to do the job? And in this situation, Ava was not qualified to do any jobs. Like you heard them just saying, they trained her to be a wrestler for 3 years. No progress was made at all. I'm not saying you gotta be like ready, your shit within like the first 6 months of training. No, that's no such thing. Gradually, it takes time. Understandable. But 3 years, that's where either Rock pull some strings, since they probably, I bet you at that time they were thinking of cutting her because there's just no improvement during that time.
Yeah.
So Rock probably tried, well, no, not tried. He probably pulled strings to keep her. That way she was on TV. That way she didn't get cut.
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if they thought, since her dad, was The Rock, that maybe she had some hidden talent.
You would think, because she's The Rock's daughter. Like, there had to be something there. But I guess they tried. But
yeah, she got all her mom's genetics, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, and her mom was always a spectator, but never in the ring.
Yeah.
Now, her dad was, Chief Peter Maivia, but doesn't always guarantee nothing.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like Marvel and Star Wars. When you start catering to the female audience, you're gonna lose 60% of your male audience because they're like, what the fuck? This was made for me, not the 40% of women. And Ava does have fans. It's all the woke fucking women. Those are her fan bases.
Yeah. The liberal white women with cats, wine glasses, doing their Pilates, and they're probably doing their yoga stretches later. Those type, yeah.
Are you saying I'm a woman paladin? Because I have cats and I have wine glasses.
No, same here. I have 9 cats, and I got my Ottawa Senators wine glass on my fridge.
No,
Women, women.
I also have long hair.
I had long hair at one point. I cut it off. All right. So Paladin topic under computer. Where we got?
Right. Well, I still have my notes.
Because he had more than I did there. I'm sure I'm forgetting
Yeah.
some from streamer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's bring this up. So, I'm sure we all know the incident that happened with Roxanne and Liv Morgan, the fan heckling her. Then she started crying like a bitch. It's like, it's like he shouldn't have to. He paid his hard-earned money for a ticket. He's allowed to say whatever he wants.
Yeah, as long as he's not threatening her life or, trying to
harm.
sexually, trying to do any kind of sexual harm, stuff like that, Because, wrestlers will give you a high five. They may even give you a slight hug, but if you go reaching for something else, you're going to get security or you're going to get decked or both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, if he was doing something very inappropriate, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. But, like, he was just, slacking them off. And then Jasmine Sinclair of JCW said, if they were in front of an ECW crowd, they'd cry. Because the ECW crowd, the stuff that they were chanting, like Francine song, stick all day, do da, do da.
Lita's got herpes.
Yeah, she's got herpes.
Or Stephanie slut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or she's a crack whore. Like some women back then got hit and they embraced it because they were smart enough, those women, to know if you're getting called a crack whore, you're saying a herpes, a slut, whatever, you got it.
Yeah.
You got the reaction, because you're a heel, you're a bad girl.
And the thing is, like, since like Liv worked at a Hooters, like the ECW fans are just like, hoo, 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 hoo.
Yeah, like barking like a dog. And everyone knows I like Liv Morgan. I'm a fan of Liv Morgan, and I'm also not the biggest Cornette fan, but he's got one quote that's my favorite of his, and he is right. And I quote Jim Cornette: "You should not be in the wrestling business if you have soft feelings."
Exactly.
So this incident shows that Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez have soft feelings. They should not be in the wrestling business. They let a fan heckling them get to them. So they should be in a different profession.
That's true.
And look at all the wrestlers that got like back in the day, men and women got heckled by fans. You know, Hogan got heckled.
God,
He
yeah.
didn't bitch about it. Flair never bitched about it. Shawn was called a faggot and told he should suck dick by fans.
Yeah.
And he never bitched about or had people kicked out or like,
Yeah.
apologize. Triple H, you know, who else were you?
Yeah.
Bret Hart, Owen Hart, like all these people that were like heckled and they
Yeah.
never once like, you better fucking apologize.
Or even the jobber wrestlers, the ones that knew they were being paid to lose. They were always getting abused.
Yeah. But
What
now
makes it
this is
worse? What makes it
Oh, go ahead,
worse is it's the WWE arena, which is the most tame and most respectful, nicest fans you're gonna get. Because if you
Yeah.
start touring in the indie scenes, they're gonna say "fucking kiss or fight." Stop fucking
Yeah.
talking shit.
Yeah, and I was gonna say another issue is with society today. Like they're so soft. Like they can't handle a joke. They can't handle criticisms. They can't handle, you know, heckling. It's like, "Ugh, I'm offended. Don't please get me nice to me." It's like, fuck out of here. Either
Yeah.
grow a set or get the fuck out of the wrestling business.
Exactly.
Like my God. And that fan, he didn't have to. He did an apology video online for the second time to apologize to them. I'm sorry, like that's some bitch shit there. He didn't need to apologize to them. He paid his money for a ticket. Liv and Roxanne need to get their heads out of their ass, check their own ego, and get out of the wrestling business.
And that's why I call Perez the little chihuahua.
Yeah, like that was embarrassing. Like wow. Wow, they let a fan get to them when they're in a business where fans do get at people.
Yeah.
Like in 2002, when my parents and I went to a house show, there was a match with Chuck Palumbo and Rikishi. My mom was heckling the shit out of Chuck Palumbo, and he just looked like, the fuck? Like he didn't get mad or demand my mother apologize to him. Yeah, he was like, huh?
I mean,
The fuck?
Look what the Dudleys used to do.
Yeah, they would start riots at ECW.
Especially,
They would,
especially in the pay-per-views. I mean, the one in Dayton.
yeah, Heat Wave '99.
Yeah, I thought for sure that show was going to get yanked. Because when
Yeah,
he was
because they
sitting
were
there
there.
telling, yeah, we got this mom and daughter in the first row of the crowd teaching them how to suck dick. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
and then you can hear the crowd go, a loud
Yeah.
gasp in the building when
And-
Bubba said that.
And on my TV, I kept expecting the screen to turn blank, because I paid for it and
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it.
And it's like, this feed's been cut up. Please call your local cable provider for a refund. Like a WCW Halloween Havoc '98 situation
Oh, yeah.
would have occurred. But
Oh,
as for the top there, Liv, Roxanne, get the fuck out of wrestling. Like that's just lame.
Yeah.
Let's see, Tommy, your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I got the Liv Morgan merch. I wouldn't say get out of wrestling, but you need to fucking grow some fucking balls. She needs to grow some balls if she expects to fucking go any further with this.
No, speaking of there, Tommy, I forgot this. I mentioned this on Paladin's podcast. If you remember that angle, I believe it was last year or the year prior, where Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley were feuding, and Dominic had to pick who he's gonna go with. She was wearing tight blue jean shorts and doing slutty things, shaking her ass. It's like, okay, let me understand this, Liv. You're okay doing slutty stuff, jesters on national TV, but you're not okay with fan heckling. So that make that sense to me. You're okay doing slutty stuff, but you're not okay with heckling. Which one is it?
Yeah, it gives feminist vibes. It's like only I can sexualize myself. You guys can't sexualize me. It's only cool when she does it. It's only cool when she talks shit.
No, but we can't get criticisms. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Paladin, your thoughts, my friend.
Well, that's okay. She's such a for God's sake.
I mean, if she wasn't hot, would we even give a fuck if she wasn't hot? Let's be honest.
Ding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
that's
next,
true.
Paladin? What we got, Paladin? What's next?
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't worry. So Nikki Bella recently made a comment that she liked the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. She'd love to have more crowds like that. She actually liked the Saudis. Because if you look at the pop that she received in Saudi Arabia, like they're a very casual fan base, and they
Oh, yeah.
knew who the Bellas were.
Yeah, she got a big pop, but they both did.
And that's
Yeah.
why, because in the non-North America territory, they got pops. We're in Canada and the US, they won't get pops like that. They won't.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
they
why
did at one point
mostly.
in time, but the crowd seen that they're kind of past their relevant phase.
Yeah, it's like they had their fame, their period of fame to a degree.
Mhm.
Then when they left, it was like, okay, then that popularity and name recognition and brand
And,
went away. Like
and unless
3
you're
went to go
like,
have a kid and go ahead.
Yeah. unless you're like Cena or The Rock, where you switch things up when you come back, the crowd just going to see you as the same person doing the same thing over and over and over.
Mhm. That is correct. Tommy, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, Nikki Bella, she's a celebrity that's branched outside of the WWE now. And so it's just a very PR answer to me. Like it's not really, it might be what she believes, but it's also just so PR. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard, but she's kind of down bad for like this 22-year-old football player, and the football player friend zoned her. And like that's more fucking trending than anything that comes out of her fucking mouth.
Damn.
Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find it, man. It's fucking
Yeah.
great.
Hmm.
Well, it's
Yes.
finding that they're Paladin. Your thoughts on it?
Hmm?
I was saying, while he's looking for your comments on the Nikki Bella statement there.
She gets a W from me. I think that, she likes the casual crowd, I mean, you can't get crowds like that if you got a casual audience.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this to her. Look, if you want more crowds like that, get a casual fan base in. I'm joking.
Yeah.
What you want.
Oh, I found it.
Let's check it out here.
So this guy's his nickname is Coop.
Chicken coop.
And here's what he had to say.
But yeah, I hope we can get Reed back, my best friend on the team. We spent a lot of time together, so hopefully we can bring him back.
And Aunt Nikki Bella?
All right.
No?
Good one.
No?
I don't know about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we have
She's a good friend. Yeah.
She's a good friend.
Yeah.
Did we have a quote? There was a quote. Yes, there was a quote. Can you blame a girl for having good taste? I mean, Pro Bowl baby.
What's she talking about?
How do you read that line? What is that?
She's saying she got good taste. I mean, she could be talking about anybody.
She's a legend.
Ooh.
She's an absolute badass.
Oh.
It's okay.
That's what she does. She's been doing it for a long time.
Love this for you, Cooper.
So they're referring to this crowd chant. I'll show the crowd chant.
Is that for the Eagles not getting in the Super Bowl or for us? I actually think they were saying Coop.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And you hear the crickets just
Yeah.
starting.
So-
That was like,
Dun, 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 dun.
It's just it's like W City Boys, you know what I mean? City Boys up because fuck this fucking bitch, bro. She was abusive as fuck to John Cena. Like I don't like Nikki Bella, bro. And I'm glad she just got pumped and dumped by that football player, man. Yeah.
that was basically that crowd right there.
Oh, that sounds like a Triple Zero's fan base.
Oh, Triple H.
It's a big face to me. It's like a straight crowd.
Well, actually, with Triple H, because he's under hot water right now.
You need to leave.
Yeah, basically, then he's gonna go back to his house in his dog cut cage. So he's gonna be watching The Rock give her the Brahma Bull.
Oh yeah, Roman Reigns is gonna go up in there too, man.
Yeah, then when Roman's up in there, Stephanie. Yeah, she's gonna be fucking booing it. Then wait. Okay, so someone's at the door, but they're getting to then. I guess Vince McMahon is just looking at his son-in-law, and this is what's going on in his mind. Yeah, just laughing at his son-in-law, all that good stuff. Yep, improv there. All right, what's next, Paladin, for the subjects here?
Nice. Oh well, Nikki. Unfortunate. So, Real American Beer have recently started phasing out Hulk Hogan from their brand, but what they're doing is they're doing.
I heard about that.
Yeah. They're releasing sort of limited edition packs with his face on it.
I'm curious the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. But talk among yourselves.
Yeah. Then soon after, once it's gone, as they say. Yeah, they're just going a new direction now. I mean, that's with all companies. They don't stay in the same spot.
See, there's more to the story. Hulk Hogan's estate was recently sued for $10 million over his licensing deal with Real American Beer by the very same company, in quotes here, Karma Hold Co. Inc., that Ric Flair and Mike Tyson are suing for $50 million because they believe they got screwed over for similar license deals. Hulk Hogan's estate recently announced that the assets totally in many millions. Then a month later, the lawsuit is filed. Now Hulk Hogan has been removed from Real American branding, and that seems a shame considering that the company was built on the back of Hogan's likeness and promotion.
Because, I mean, in the 80s, he was the Real American.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. I never tried their beer. I'm not the biggest beer drinker. I had a couple of beers yesterday and today, but
what?
Yeah, what? I had one beer, 2 beers.
What?
I had like 12, bro. I've been naughty. I've been a naughty boy.
Let's see. Last May was the last time I did 12 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's more to the story. Go ahead, Paladin. I just wanted to mention the lawsuit.
Yeah, it was just after they sold their 10th millionth beer that they decided to change that. It's heartbreaking, Poor Hogan.
It doesn't surprise me. Because if you look at Hogan's last TV appearance was in California, and you've seen how the crowd booed him when he tried to announce his beer.
Yeah, fuck California for that, man.
So I mean, that's what I mean. It doesn't surprise me.
And I was living in California when that happened, and I was pissed, bro.
All right, I'm back. Are we still on the Hogan beer thing here?
Yeah.
We just mentioned they were sued. Hulk Hogan's estate was recently sued for $10 million over his licensing deal with Real American Beer.
Wow. So in my opinion with this whole situation, okay, it's sad. I get it. Life goes on. They probably want to, I guess, do something new since Hogan's no longer around. But at the same time, why erase him from the beer? Why? You would think you would keep him.
Yeah.
You would keep him. Yeah, he was the face of the product, which then again, that leads to 2 questions. Number 1, since Hogan's being phased out, are they still going to sponsor and be the advertisers for Eric Bischoff's Real American Freestyle? Or are they going to pull out of that too?
That's a good point.
And number 2, with them phasing out Hogan, why? All of a sudden, are they catering to the internet heat and backlash that Hogan still has, even though the guy's not here anymore? Or do they have someone else coming in and that's going to be the new face of Real American Beer, and they want to just get rid of the Hogan stuff slowly before they bring in a new face?
So do you guys want to react to another John Romero video? Because he talked about it. This is where I first heard about it.
All right, let's do it.
Because he's got very good information. Shout out John Romero.
He does good work.
Yeah.
It's James. Keep heads up. It's James Romero.
James Romero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was James Romero.
Romero, my bad. Yeah, it's James, so it's not John. Wanted to give you a heads up there.
I said James, didn't I?
No, you said John.
Oh, I'm thinking of John.
You're fired.
I'm thinking of our buddy. I'm thinking of our ginger friend, John.
All right, let's do it. He's got a BWO shirt
now.
on.
Once again, this isn't going to be one of my best videos because I'm kind of rushing this out just before I've got to go do something else. But a few days ago, last week, in fact, we did on the Storytime with Dutch Mantel episode 163 about Hulk Hogan and his estate getting sued for $10 million. Now, I'm going to read some of what is here. So on Tuesday, January 20th, Karma Holdco Inc. Now, that name keeps coming up here. And you'll know this because if you watch my video on Ric Flair suing the people who made Ric Flair drip and all that kind of thing, it's also Karma Holdco Inc. So that name just keeps coming up. They're basically celebrity-endorsed products for, I guess, alcohol or weed or whatever it is. Anyway, so I'm going to read this. A holding company specializing in celebrity licensing branding filed court docs in Florida claiming Hulk Hogan's estate owed it $10 million immediately for breach of contract and other claims. Now, in July 2025, Karma Holding filed a federal lawsuit against Hogan's Real American Beer, which launched with investors in 2024. That's very important. Now, in the lawsuit, Karma claimed its former president poached Hogan with the ideas that were stole from Karma. I'll get back to that in a second. But the former president of Karma is the guy who roped in originally the likes of Ric Flair, who apparently he met in Tampa at the docks when they were at his yacht or something, and also Mike Tyson and others. And then they were basically accusing, in the lawsuit with Ric Flair actually suing Karma Holdco, they were accusing, or as part of the lawsuit, that they thought he had stolen ideas for Real American Beer to then take off all that, corporate espionage kind of stuff. Anyway, Karma Holdco claimed that he'd been in talks with Hogan for him to be a brand ambassador. We're developing a Real American Beer line together. The company alleged that the former president and another employee convinced Hogan to sign a separate deal to cut Karma out. Karma alleged the former employees used material stolen from Karma to make their pitch. Now, bear with me. I've got a ton of information in front of me. Normally, I collate this a bit better, before I did the video. But once again, I said I'm in a rush. So, yeah, Ric Flair, along with Mike Tyson, was suing Karma Holdco Inc., throwing around was like, RICO conspiracies for $50 million for compensation in a civil suit. So not a criminal investigation. But to boil it all down for you on that one, Flair, Tyson, and Co. accused Karma executives of doing them out of equity in their own brands. They were saying, hey, we thought we were signing for this, and then they did us out of money and whatever. And then, shares in this company, assuming they ever had any shares in whatever company they were signing with to sort of create their brands, and then also spending too much money on private flights, private jets and a watch as well, I think at one point was mentioned. There was also apparently a kickback accused of one of the defendants that they're accusing of doing of having a kickback deal with a vape maker called Dom Pen, which basically this guy, what Flair and Tyson and their lawyers are saying, basically got concealed payments in exchange for turning a blind eye to having like this Ric Flair Dom Pen, I guess, or essentially unauthorized use of Karma's intellectual property. And, no, obviously lawsuits would be filed or complaints would be raised about that. Now, that was actually mentioned, the original guy in that story as well, being the guy who was planning on doing a Real American Beer, and then he left that company to go with Hulk Hogan. Anyway, once again, the company alleged that the former president and another employee convinced Hogan to sign that deal, cut Karma out, and then Karma alleged the former employees used material stolen from Karma to make their pitch. On October 21st, 2025, the defendants actually responded to that lawsuit with the Real American Beer thing. Forget about Ric Flair, he's done now, and denied all allegations of wrongdoing. Now, Karma's suit is meritless, the response noted. It never developed or contracted for a beer, had no agreement with Hulk Hogan, and owned no beer-related trade secrets. So defendants neither solicited Hogan nor interfered with any contract or relationship. Now, once again, I'm going to go to another page here. It's very interesting that they were trying to sue for $10 million, and I'll tell you why in a sec. So once again, here it is. This is the Yahoo Sports article, $10 million. So it's the usual stuff. Once again, he's been dead for several months, so they were suing the estate rather than suing Hulk Hogan specifically, I guess. But once again, improperly used ideas and materials to Karma. But what I find so interesting is that this lawsuit came out I don't know, only a few months after, I guess, Hulk Hogan not only had died, but it was announced that Hulk Hogan's estate was worth a little over $10 million. And that's the thing that kind of raised my eyebrows, I guess you could say, in this. And unfortunately, I couldn't actually find the original article I got it from, but my own video that I did on the Hulk Hogan, how much money was he worth thing, I did thankfully note in my own, this in September as well, so it really wasn't that long ago. I thankfully noted how much he actually got. So 200 grand in cryptocurrency. Who knew that Hulk Hogan was in Binance? $800,000 basically in personal property and intellectual property, and an additional $4 million unknown value for a potential medical lawsuit. But it also doesn't include the $11 million valued $11 million But once again, I'm always very suspicious of where these lawsuits come from. Oh, we found out they actually did have money in the end. Well, why don't we, ring him up and say that we want to, sue the estate for all they're worth? But what's really interesting about this latest development is that I'm wondering if it's completely born out of this lawsuit. So I've got the Instagram of Real American Beer and Hulk Hogan joint posting this on Instagram. Here we go. It's Hulk set the tone. The next chapter carries it forward. Now, 200% American always. What's interesting about this is that there's no Hulk Hogan on the can. So a day ago, so this lawsuit was what, or announced like a week ago, if that, I guess. I could actually find one sec. I'll give you the date for this. The date is January 23rd, so a little over a week ago, I'd say. And then all of a sudden, they've removed all the Hulk Hogan logos and insignia and everything else from the can. So now I'm wondering how worried whoever owns this, the guy that, Ric Flair met on his yacht a few years ago, is worried about actually having Hulk Hogan on the branding. I mean, it could just be cutting, I guess, licensing, having to license Hulk Hogan's image and likeness and whatnot on the can, and therefore keep more money for themselves. But just in case you didn't know, I'm going to show you the original can. So there it is. There's the original version of Hulk Hogan. I don't know, was this like for a WrestleMania? That image has been going for so long, and I don't know what the origins are. Let me know in the comments if you do know, because it's a great cartoon. It's not a character, it's kind of character.
WrestleMania 7.
It's a great image, but that was the original can, the original design, all wrapped around Hulk Hogan. And WWE, I believe, at one point actually had it, or TKO had a stake in it as well, which is why they were advertising for a short time Real American Beer on Raw. Now we go to TMZ, and here is the gold version compared to the new version. Apparently, this is a special edition can for if you're interested. And they're doing basically a sweepstake for the original branded Hulk Hogan can. So Real American Beer is they've sold 10 million cans at this point. And apparently for one last cash grab to milk the memory of Hulk Hogan and the likeness, that they're doing a final run with the company where they're putting 50 golden tickets in 12 packs, and the lucky winners will receive a beer can signed by Hulk Hogan as well as a cash prize. So I like that they're promoting Hulk Hogan one more time while taking him off, taking him off the can itself, the imagery itself. So therefore, it'll have nothing to do with the Hulk Hogan estate anymore. But hey, it's a free way to not have to license, I guess, his likeness or name in future iterations. So
Okay, so that goes to what I was just saying, like, why are they deciding now to phase out Hogan with his own, I guess, beer? Is it because they are catering to the internet backlash that Hogan still gets when he's not here anymore? Or do they have somebody else in mind to be the new face of their beer?
To me, I don't even think it's the politics. I think it's just money, man. I think they're just greedy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's dead. On to the next guy.
Yeah.
Then if they're gonna go with someone new, are they gonna rename it? Because Real American, that's associated with Hulk Hogan. No one else but ever used Real American as a song or a moniker. No one. So they're gonna keep the name if they get somebody else. Like, many questions. Like, there's many questions. Like, we'll have to see how it plays out the next month or two, see what they're gonna do. But I just find it interesting with the timing of it. No, I got questions of their purpose of doing it.
Yeah, it's sus.
All right, Paladin. What's next? As he's blowing his nose.
Paladin's eating a giant sausage.
Yeah. Yeah. Womp womp. Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment.
No, it's cool. I got some bread here. I'm being a fatty.
Yeah, being fat. Big old fat kid. Do you remember that from Family Guy? I need an adult. I need an adult. Hey, wait a minute. You're a shoplifter. You're a big old fat kid.
I remember
So,
that, yeah, for Chris.
Yeah.
What we
I
got?
recently, now of course, I recently had to laugh that the Motor City Machine Guns have now been reduced to going to main event on WWE. All I can do is laugh at them because you deserve it because you're bums. You know, the only time Alex Shelley was over is when he was with Kevin Nash in TNA. That's it.
True.
Yeah, because that's when
Oh,
he was
that's
his
the
most
gosh.
over. Yeah.
What else they got? Well, what's they got better than guys? That's what we have. It's like, no.
All right. So with the The Motor City Machine Guns. Okay, so they were a popular tag team in TNA for a while there. The reason why, because at that given time, there was nobody, not only in TNA, but not a whole lot in the wrestling business at that time, were like them. They were the Young Bucks before there was the Young Bucks.
True.
And that's what made them different at that time. Then we got more Young Bucks and more the City Machine Guns in today's business that are basically doing what they were doing back then. And because we got so much love of the copy and paste, it doesn't make them different anymore. So their popularity faded.
Case in point, look in the late 1980s. You had the Road Warriors, you had the Rock and Roll Express. All of a sudden, here comes Demolition and the Midnight Rockers.
Yep. The follow-ups, basically. And after that, then one popularity went out, one went up, one went down.
Yeah.
And okay, sorry, I had a stroke here. What person? I just had a stroke. Rewind. Help me out here. What were we just talking about? I had a brain fart. Right. The Machine Guns. Yeah. With all these tag teams coming in, with all these wrestlers coming in, looking like them, wrestling like them, they're not special anymore. So when they came into SmackDown last year's January, they got a quick push. They got the tag team belts, but after that, then what? What do you do with these guys when you have wrestlers that look like them and wrestle like them? And that's where they need, characters, they need storylines, they need something.
It's Ricochet all over again, bro.
Yeah, it is. And I would say that I'm not going to discredit Chris Sabin, Al Shelley as performers. They're athletic in the ring. Like, they're not bad. But besides their in-ring ability, there's nothing there that'll keep people interested in the act. Because, again, we've seen it enough already, and there's too much wrestlers that do what they've done. Back then, they were original, because no one was doing it at the time. And now the question is with them, second question with them, how long are they going to be around before they get cut? Are they going to be a cut of the spring break clean here after WrestleMania?
Well, I mean, Triple H didn't really have anything for them. He's got one too many toys. And unfortunately, it's I'm getting bored with you. You guys go to main event. You'll be happier there.
Yeah, and they're not even on the main TV anymore. People forgot about them. They're not even on Raw. They're not on SmackDown. Hell, I didn't even know they're still the company until you mentioned that they're on the main event.
Yeah, that's where Rusev is. We all forgot about Rusev.
Oh, talk about a guy that had potential.
Yeah,
he came back. He came back to get buried. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody he's back. Will he get pushed better? Oh.
Well, he had a decent run at the Rumble, but that was about it.
Yeah, that's another one that both Vince McMahon and
he got up. What was it? Was it a couple of United States title shots, or was it? No, it was Intercontinental title shots, wasn't it? Yeah. And I think it was Intercontinental title. I thought for sure he was going to take out Dominic, but it didn't happen.
That's right. That was you're right. It was the IC title.
And then after that, he's in the shuffle buffle.
Yeah, it's a shame because he's got a good look. He can talk. He could be a big player, but they're not doing anything with him. They're not giving him good material to work with. And it's a shame because I think his peak was 2014, 2015. That was his peak. Yeah, I would say he was one of those guys. He was right fucking there. He was almost there, but they started pegging him down a few steps. He lost to Cena twice. They did the angle with Dolph Ziggler. Then Roman beat him. Then after all those losses he was taking, you can't really rebuild him to be a credible threat again because of all those losses he started to take after the Cena stuff. Which is a shame because he was right there. He needed one more major angle to get him to that next level to go against a Brock or a Taker or a Rollins or a Roman for the belt. But no, they fortunately knocked him down. It's a shame because he had it. He had his English wasn't the greatest at the time, but Lana was a good talker for him. He had a good moveset. He looked believable. People were getting behind him as a bad guy, as the Russian, anti-America. And
boom, nothing.
Well,
Same
that's my
way
sister.
with Cesaro. That's one of the
That's my
reasons why
sister
he
says.
jumped to AEW.
As my sister says, chuck it in the fucking bucket. Like, we're done.
Yeah.
What's next, Paladin?
000 at his best.
Yep. What's next, Paladin?
000, you say?
Yeah, that's our nickname for Triple H. 000.
Yeah, 000 for Jerry. We call him Nose Man.
Dude, he'd be working at a fucking Domino's if he didn't marry Stephanie.
Welcome to Domino's. How can I take your order? Okay. You want this pizza?
Shit.
I don't know about this.
Wait, don't laugh. Don't laugh at me. I'm just a bad doggy. Shut it. I got small penis. I know. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, man.
Oh, squeeze release. Yeah, see, there you go. Like,
These are all. I made all of these, by the way. You should follow me on Instagram. Here's Tony Khan if his daddy wasn't a billionaire.
drinking purple Sprite and a big bag of weed. No, he does sound like a frat kid in college that was smoking
Jacksonville's
weed.
going to win the Super Bowl. They're not in it, sir. Jacksonville's going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, can I just see the? Can I see the Tony Khan one there?
Oh yeah. Here's him with a big bag of weed and.
Yeah, definitely. I could see Stephanie doing OnlyFans. Yeah.
Yeah, I said this is Stephanie if her dad wasn't a fucking savage.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, okay? And you really got promoted.
Sami Zayn.
This is where Sami Zayn belongs, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he belongs being a gardener. And that too. I played Fortnite. Welcome to Sami Zayn Fortnite.
Sami Zayn Fortnite.
Yeah.
No, I was calling the wrestling janitor.
You guys
Okay,
like my Hulk Roman?
I like that. Roman Hogan. Hulk and Roman's running wild, brother. Man, believe that. I'm the big dog. Right, who else do we got?
Yeah, we could keep it moving.
All right, Paladin, what's next?
Right, up next is Tony Khan. He's doing damage control because we were talking about this, that he's hoping that Britt Baker will return to AEW. But I can read his quote for you. So this is what he had to say about it. I really like Britt a lot, and there's so many exciting things happening in the women's division. Britt's somebody I really like and respect a lot, and I definitely think as we've evolved as more tag team and singles wrestling opportunities now across multiple shows, now that we have 4 hours of TV with Dynamite and Collision, I think there's going to be more and more opportunities. You're seeing I'm signing a lot more young wrestlers, and Britt's still somebody highly regarded and respected here in AEW. I would expect to see Britt back in AEW. I just don't want to say when. It'll be a good thing for everybody when Britt returns, and I think it's going to be very good for AEW in terms of how the roster has evolved. There's more fresh matches, there's a lot more people to wrestle and fresh rivalries, a chance to revisit old rivalries, but certainly the women's division, I think we've grown so much and added new stars in the past year alone. So many young wrestlers that have come into AEW. So Britt's somebody I would love to see back in AEW soon.
Huh? Two things come to my mind of him saying that. Either it's a contract dispute that he's having with Britt Baker, or she does not like the creative pitches that she's been given. Or else, why would Tony say that?
I think it's a little of both.
Because if she is like under contract or she's hurt or something, Tony Khan would probably be open about saying she's either hurt or we're currently negotiating. She's gonna be back around this time. I think he would be more honest. But since he's kind of like, I want to see her, but I'm not gonna tell you. What's the story? Why did he say that? What is going on between the two? Because Britt Baker has not been seen in months on AEW TV. She's been gone. And it's like the question is she hurt? Is she, suspended? Is
I
she,
tell you what I am. I'm taking them down here.
Yeah, she's drinking.
I ain't giving head. Shut up. I'm giving some head here.
Go ahead. Oh, you're drunk.
I'm a damn good dentist.
Right, that too.
Shut up.
So we'll just have to see the situation with Britt Baker. I think something's up. Because why is he so secret agent about it?
She's behind the bar, just going, yeah, you bitch. I take my child. I'm a real woman. I keep.
Britt Baker, you spilled on my carpet. No, we can't have this on Dynamite.
We're gonna do this. Oh my god, Brad, put the ball down. Put it down now.
Phone charger. Britt, tell me your thoughts on the Britt Baker situation there with Tony Khan.
Tommy, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted, buddy. I'm gonna plug my charger.
Oops, my bad.
Take two. Try this again.
I was just gonna say, like, Britt Baker, she's a big name, but yeah, she has been out of the picture, out of the limelight now. It's kind of like I forgot about Britt Baker. So I don't really have an opinion. I just I agree with everything you guys said. Like, where the fuck she been, bro? She's been sucking dick, being a dentist. I don't know.
Both.
I probably done a lot of things. You don't know me.
Is she still dating Adam Cole, baby?
No.
No, they've been for a long time. I have a conspiracy theory with those two. No, there's a reason. I might know why Britt Baker is not on AEW TV. Who is Tony Khan's boss?
His daddy, I don't know.
Nope. Try again.
TNT.
Nope.
No.
I guess anybody?
No clue.
Oh, I'm disappointed you, Jerry Dick of all people. Okay, Tony Khan's boss is Dave Meltzer. Okay.
Oh, okay. I get you. I get you now.
Okay. So his boss, Dave Meltzer, probably has told him on their phone chats that she doesn't have to work great. Don't use her. This better Japanese women, Japanese man.
Yeah, I don't really give her enough stars. She don't really deserve enough stars.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's check, Tony. Kenny, can you just give me a check in there? Okay, Tony. You don't use Britt Baker. You that fucking bitch. She doesn't have to work great. She doesn't have 5 stars.
Yeah, maybe I don't like giving her any stars.
Yeah, me either. Oh, Kenny. Oh, Kenny. All right, Tony. I gotta go. Then Tony's like, oh, okay, guess I'm not using Britt. That's probably what happened. I guess.
Possibility.
Yeah, because he does take Dave Swerve's gossip.
Yeah, it was.
And again, another example. Let's
you know
go
what the funny thing is, though? Like, Britt Baker has been online kind of chasing for his 5-star stuff.
That's true, yeah. She had that hardcore match where she is covered in blood and thumbtacks, and all she cared about is, oh, you think I'll get 5 stars from Dave? Oh, that's another rant topic we can all go on. Ugh, gotta build up my blood pressure for that. And as for Tony Khan, I just thought of this. Another perfect example of him being like hush-hush with people. He refuses to talk about Chris Jericho. Yeah, because you would think if Jericho's under contract, if he's asked about Jericho's, absence, he could just be on saying, he's touring with Ozzy, he's still in a contract with us, or he could be on spell. We're currently talking about negotiating with a new contract, but the more hush-hush secret, changing your words around, people are gonna either know you're full of shit or they're gonna be asking questions.
Yeah, speaking of Japanese wrestlers.
Right, what we got here?
We're just gonna leave this here.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Can I keep this for educational purposes?
Yeah, can I keep it for research purposes? I'm trying to find how to cure my Crips, my chronic condition.
Yeah, I'll retweet it. I'll retweet it so you guys can find it.
Yeah, that might help my Crips. No, actually, I might.
Yeah, it might help me with other stuff.
Her name's Arina Yamanaka.
Arima. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last part. Okay, we know Dave. Okay, so we know Dave won't like this picture because there's no men in here. She'd be like, no, get out. Okay, no.
Yeah, this don't get no fast days.
It's like, no, Kitty, not right now. I'm looking at a disgusting picture. What is it? Oh, you're looking at women? You're straight now, Dave? No, baby, I'm not straight. Then they're arguing because now Kenny thinks Dave is looking at straight women, and Dave is throwing up because he looked at 2 women. And now they're having a lovers quarrel.
Oh, God. Yeah.
What's next, Paladin?
What is next? Where we got more stuff on the range, boy. Thank you, Farmer Brown. Well, let's go to the biggest flipper flopper wrestler of the year, Andrade, who recently stated he'd like to retire in AEW. He said, and quote, "I'm here to contribute to the company, and I'm here to become one of the greats of AEW."
Pretty much he's just trying to get away from Charlotte Flair is what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be an asshole here, but can't help it. Can anyone here answer me, what does Andrade bring to the table, besides his reputation being Charlotte Flair's ex-husband? The amount of times he goes back and forth like a cheap hooker.
Let's see, I can count on the fingers his contributions. Yeah, again, I can count on my fingers his contributions. As you can see, I'm counting the contributions on my fingers.
Phenomenal. Like, my God, this guy sold tickets. He brought in ratings. He's a bigger star than Hogan. I just shoot myself that and said that. But yeah, jokes aside there, and I mean, seriously, what does he bring? What makes him different? Back to the Ricochet thing. How can I tell somebody about Andrade for him to be checked out by non-wrestling fans? There's nothing there.
No,
like, he's just another cruiserweight wrestler that will get lost in the shuffle. He's just another name and another face on the roster. Well, his best chance would have been at WWE, but what works against him is the language barrier. The guy can't talk in English.
That's true.
And that's unfortunate because if he can't speak the language, you can't cut promos.
How the hell did he make that marriage with Charlotte work then?
They had a translator. They had a butler named Jeeves, who's the translator, or they used Google. Like Andrade will get his Google phone. He'll say something in his Spanish, then it'll translate in English, and then Charlotte would know what he's saying. And the other way around, Charlotte would say something in English. It'll go to his phone. It'll be translated to him in Mexican. That's how they communicated. Had to be. Or sign language, or cue cards, or I don't know.
So, okay.
So what did they tell me? Andrade and all this stuff wants to retire in AEW.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to retire in AEW, man. Like, they hook him up with these adult porn stars to flirt with him. You know,
right? We didn't talk about that. They fucking put it on Instagram. Oh, this shit's fake. They posted that on Instagram. This shit is fake.
No offense, but like, that's pretty cool. That was cool.
It looked pretty real to me.
I'm jealous.
It's real to me, guys.
Yeah, I guess you can tell he's a happy man. He's over Charlotte really quick. You're on him. He's got 3 broads. I mean, 3 lovely women with him in the front row, calling wrestling fake on Instagram. Good for him. He's moving up in the world, I think.
Yeah, those 3 by his side, he's doing well.
Yeah, he's got 6 sets to, burn cardio and all that good stuff, and good for him.
Like, I know he comes from a wrestling family. It's in his blood.
Yeah,
they're not on the level of being Ric Flair or Rey Mysterio. Like, nobody knows who the fuck his dad is. Nobody knows who his grandpa is. The only people who know are the people in Mexico who've been watching Lucha Libre.
Yeah. And not everyone in in Europe and US and Canada, they don't watch Mexican wrestling, Lucha Libre, AAA, CMLL, like they don't. That's mainly either southern part of the United States that are close to the border, or just in Mexico that watch that stuff. So that's where not a lot of people know. Like the only an argument could be made. Yes, you have Mexican wrestlers that got over in certain promotions and all that, but in reality, there's only been 2 Hispanic wrestlers that made it to the top of the business: Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
Spot on.
Yeah, those 2
Spot
only,
on.
because what they had personality, charisma, aura, and they were different from all the other wrestlers.
People forget Seth Rollins is Mexican. His name's Kobe Lopez.
Yeah. See, people don't realize that.
Okay. I can't put him there because he's not mainstream, or else the ratings would be up. He's not a Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero. People know Eddie and Ray. Then
no, yeah, but he's not branded as I'm brown, so make me a Mexican luchador. Like,
yeah,
I respect him because he found his own lane as an American.
You know, guys, we actually forgot a couple of wrestlers who were famous Hispanics. Of course, it was back in the early days of wrestling. Tito Santana and Pedro Morales.
Right, yeah. I forgot, because Pedro was a WWF champion at one point during the 70s,
he was
right?
The first, he was champion in 1973 because he was the first WWF Triple Crown winner.
Right, I forgot about Pedro Morales and Tito Santana. Sure, Tito never won the big belt, but people know Tito Santana. He was in the tag team division, the IC division.
And 2-time Intercontinental champ.
So people never, Ariba, the Flying Forearm, like they remember Tito Santana. Like he was a popular babyface in the company at that time. But I totally forgot about that. I was just thinking of like the main event top of the card there. But you can definitely add in Pedro and Tito for sure. Absolutely. Sure, you guys got like Conan and all that. Conan was a name, but did not main event pay-per-views. It wasn't
he can still be put up there to an extent. Because he's done good behind the scenes, promoting other famous luchador wrestlers
and bring them into America. That's how you brought them to ECW, helped with WCW. Yeah, so that's fair. Yeah, top 5 for sure. You can bring Conan in, absolutely. But all right, what else do we got, Paladin?
All right. Now I brought this up in my podcast, and this is about Nia Jax, and recently, she's on a health and fitness journey. She has lost over 100 pounds in weight. So
she was very good.
So Jerry, Tommy, she got the last laugh. He who laughs last laughs loud. So
which leg?
That's fair. The left leg. The left leg.
Yeah. But all joking aside, she looks great. Like she's making a.
There you go, Tommy.
And one thing that's good with Nia, she probably feels better. Like she probably realizes, hey, I may have more energy. Hey, I can tell I got different movement now. I feel better. I look better. I can tell a difference how my body is. And she probably just feels a lot better. Not only about herself, but I'm thinking like mobility. She feels better, and just other parts of her, she can tell a huge difference.
This is a young Nia Jax. Nia Jax used to be skinny, guys.
Oh yeah, when she first started.
Mm-hmm. And she, I guess, gained the weight that she gained, but
I'm glad she's healthy.
I
have the same problem. I used to be kind of fit when I was playing football. Now I'm a fat tub of lard. So I'm not gonna judge her. You know what I mean? No, I judge myself, Jerry. It is. You know how it is.
That's true. I'm a fat tub myself, so.
But it's great to see her happier and healthier as well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I saw recent photos. She's looking great, and
happy
she
too.
hopes she hopes to continue.
Yeah, she looks incredible.
I hope she keeps going.
Yeah, and God bless her. God bless her, and hopefully she's able to stay healthy and she keeps going down this journey. And God bless her. More power to her. Good for her.
I mean,
I think I should.
Go ahead,
I'll send her an apology card. I'm sorry. And I get her flowers that say with deepest regrets.
Not from me. Same way with the Blue Meanie when he was in ECW. He was a giant blue blob. And then what was it, a few years ago, he lost a whole bunch of weight.
That's right. Yeah, he looks really good right now. I forgot about Blue Meanie's transformation. What's been a transformation? Big Show. I know you guys saw recent pictures
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah,
He's
Big
dropped
Show.
some
Oh,
weight.
he is looking great.
No, I saw
Good
that.
on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Good on him. Like he's looking really good shape for his age.
It's
What's
the
next, Ballard?
Big Slim.
Here, I'll
All
show
right,
the
Ballard, what's
picture.
next, my friend? What's the next one? What we got?
Okay, next up here, because I hate a lot of bookmarks. Now, Bobby Lashley did say some marky stuff, unfortunately. So here's what he had to say about
Not
the
surprised.
AEW. Yeah. Here's what Bobby Lashley had to say about the AEW roster. So he said they are putting their lives on the line, and people are coming because of that. Bobby, have you seen the ratings? But Bobby, I have a question for you, okay? Do you know where you are? I'm waiting because I don't think you know where you are. Is your brain finally going now? You're almost age 50.
That's right. I'm an AEW. That's right. Bobby fucking Lashley. I'm an AEW. I know where I'm at.
It's like, Bobby, you're hugely talented, but even you being there isn't helping.
Fortunately,
You know-
he has a good look too.
Yep.
I saw him back in 2005. Oozed talent. If I said he was going to become a future, I would have said he was a future world's champ, and I was right.
It came true.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
was champion in TNA and WWE for sure. He
Yeah,
did well for himself.
TNA, he was phenomenal.
I think what works against Bobby is his promo skills. That's what works against Bobby. He's not the greatest talker. That's why he's like an MVP or somebody talk to him. As for what Bobby said, he's both right and wrong at the same time. He's right because in today's wrestling, people do want to see the athletic shit that people kill themselves over. But he's wrong on the side where that's not wrestling is about. Is people didn't come to watch that stuff. They came to be entertained and see the characters and see the larger than life personas on TV, but in person.
Yeah, I mean,
That's where he's
it
right
was
about
in-
today's shit, but wrong in general, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've said it before and I said it again. It was, the WWE mantra since the WWF days. I still remember the old advertising, and I'll say it again right here for you gentlemen. The World Wrestling Federation. For over 50 years, a revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
Then boom, the video package will start. They get ready
Yeah.
for the show.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Even I knew that, and I was like a young child. And I was like, I knew that, but they still put on a great show, and I loved them for it.
Yeah, they're
Like,
entertaining.
as a kid, I didn't care that it was fake. I didn't. I loved the fact that they were in character, putting on a great show, and I got a big smile on my face.
Same when I was a kid, yeah.
Or, being in tears laughing over a Rock promo, or I'm like, come on, Austin, kick his ass, get him.
Yeah, man.
absolutely.
That's the
yeah.
magic of wrestling.
Tommy, what do you think of Bobby's comments there?
Yeah, I mean, I think Bobby, he has alopecia. He can't grow any fucking hair. Like, I'm not
any hair.
like they have to put makeup his eyebrows with makeup
Oh, they do? No, I never knew that.
because he really has alopecia. He does not have eyebrow hair or any body hair.
Yes,
True.
you can't. I'm Bobby fucking Lashley. I look beautiful down here.
Yep, I can see it now. Wrestling podcaster found beaten at bar. Film at 11.
Fuck no, dude.
Look at that kid. Fuck that.
Well, despite that, he's still doing great for himself.
Yeah, he looks great. Like, he's got to be, mid-40s at least?
He's almost 50.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Wow.
thought he was 48.
Okay, so he's a lot older than I thought he was. He looks like he's still in his fucking 30s and 20s. Like, he's in great shape.
Yeah.
He shows no sign of slowing down. And this is where, again, me sitting here at fucking 7:34 p.m., I can't sit here and wonder, how's Bobby was not the champion in WWE, and how is he not champion in AEW right now?
Yeah, I could see him taking out Maxwell.
It's like, no, Tony, he does not have to work great. He did not work in Japan. You better fucking not. Yeah, you better. That's right. It should be AMW, All Meltzer Wrestling. Do not put the fucking belt on Bobby Lashley. And you better be back at the house at 7 o'clock if you're past curfew. Oh, the punishment would do. I'm gonna make you watch the Attitude Era on repeat. Alright, Tony, I gotta get going. Kitty, I'll just shave this butthole. I gotta do the butthole inspection. Alright, I'll see you at 7 o'clock. Then his dad is gonna be in the corner with his arms crossed. Tony, buddy, what the fuck are you doing? Talking to that game match goblin.
Hey, I got something to share. MJF did a little fan interview, and he said he wants to beat the fuck out of CM Punk. Let's hear it.
Oh, right.
There was an individual walking around here yesterday that you kind of kicked him out of AEW. He has a
talking about CM Punk.
I didn't know if I.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Who could possibly give a shit?
Yeah,
it's about me right now.
It is.
Fuck him.
It's always about you.
It's always about me.
If there was a forbidden door, you could wrestle anybody.
I'd love to beat the shit out of him. Just for shits and giggles. I would love to literally be put in a situation where I can bash his stupid fucking face in again because he had a fluke victory over me at the dog collar match because of that schmuck Wardlow. Again, this is the only time I lose. Somebody cheats.
Yeah.
I had CM Punk's number. I beat him twice in Chicago.
There was an individual.
Well, again, this is where I wish MJF was not in AEW. That's a money program. Do a worked shoot program with him and Punk in the WWE. Because there's something there. There's money you can do with those two. And I wonder, one thing MJF's good at is working the marks. So now I'm wondering, is that a work and is MJF character, or is that a shoot and he legit hates Phil Brooks, or a combination of the both?
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah, because Punk, at first everyone got along with him, but that's when Punk's personality came out and started to alienate a lot of people in that company. Maybe MJF was one of those people that like, fuck this guy, and started to not like him backstage. It could be a possibility, and I don't think Punk's going to respond. Punk's busy, but there was a situation where they're in the same company. You have to run that program again.
Oh yeah, I mean they had some great matches.
I know of the Dog Hollow one, but I never seen it. But I knew of it.
I did.
I
saw
actually
it.
watched it all bloody.
Yeah, it was classic in my opinion.
Yeah, and I heard like how he made reference to like Piper Portland when he faced Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Starrcade 1983.
I heard that was very bloody.
Yeah, I heard so too. I never watched it, but it was like a bloodbath.
And seeing that was making wrestling history then.
Oh, in 83 there?
Between the two of them in 83, because that was a never heard of match.
That was the first one then, eh?
Yeah. On a big stage. I mean, on a very big stage, because you got to remember, before WrestleMania, there was Starrcade.
Yeah, because Starrcade was first in 83. WrestleMania 1 was until 84. Or 85, my bad.
85.
Yeah, 85 was
March
the first one.
31st, 1985.
Yep. Tommy, what about your comments there, bud, with the MJF shooting on Punk there? You think it's a work, is it a shoot, or is it a bit of both?
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking genius from MJF. I think he's one of the best in the business right now when it comes to promos. Even though they're not in the same company, it still kind of builds that competition between brands. Because they're both world champions right now. It's kind of cool to see one call each other out.
That's true, because they did that back in the 90s, the Monday Night Wars. They would take shots, like when Kevin Nash as Diesel was the champion. Hogan was the champion in late 95 before Savage got the belt, and they took shots at WCW having an old guy be the champion. So it's done before.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Punk will either not only shoot back, but is he going to hit him with a vicious shot back, or is it going to be a tame shot?
If Punk makes a comment, he'll make a quick offhanded, but he won't mention his name. Because right now his focus is on Roman, especially after what happened on Raw. Because Roman put his ass in his place. I mean,
he did. I watched it. Roman fucking. It was an open casket or closed casket, I should say.
I saw it live. So.
And Punk did the same thing. It's like, what can you say? Like Roman hit him with the truth after another truth after another truth.
And I figured this upcoming Monday, Punk will say something back, and it'll just be back and forth now for the next 2 months because WrestleMania is April, I think, 18th and 19th.
Yep. 18th night 1, 19th is my dad's birthday, night 2.
And I figured they're going to try and, build this up best they can. And I figure Roman's probably going to win because really that world title belt would look good around him. It's the only title he's never held.
And like you said a few nights ago, Punk had it long enough.
Yeah. I love CM Punk. He's my second all-time favorite wrestler all time. But after he loses, done. Walk away.
Yeah, retire, call it quits.
Yeah, what else the hell is there to do? Nothing.
Yeah, because he had a really good feud with Drew. He and Rollins did their program, and they had their history. Yeah. The only thing I think he can do, but they cannot do as baby faces. Him and Cody has not been done yet.
True. Yeah, have him snap on Cody. That'd be something.
Yeah, I think that's the only big one. Oh, just two. Cody and Randy Orton. Because they have history. So there's a couple more things they can keep him busy until SummerSlam. But maybe just be in the upper mid, then that'll be it. That way you can go home to AJ. You're done. You came back. You left wrestling for 10 years. Came back. It didn't work out one company. You came back to the company you quit. You're able to kind of find your own, some sort of redemption. End on the note.
Because what has me worried
is
if they do what I think they're going to do, they're going to let Cody knock off Drew at WrestleMania.
Let's not get crazy here. Jared, do not give him ideas.
I used to be that big. No, I'm just kidding.
Jared Quake. Yeah, Jared Quake.
Jared Quake.
Jared Quake. That's a tongue twister.
Now, see, I'm figuring what they'll do is they'll let Cody take the belt off of Drew at WrestleMania. Punk will lose at WrestleMania, and then the two of them will start fighting, and they'll have a match at SummerSlam for the Undisputed Championship. That's my opinion. That way, Punk can still stay in the limelight.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I'm hoping this is the year this man's gone. Okay, here's a topic I didn't bring up there, Paladin. Might as well bring up for all three of you. So before Russo went to Florida to go see his dad, he made a prediction that by January 1st of next year, in 2027, Triple H is gone.
I saw that prediction on his YouTube channel. I haven't watched the video.
Yeah.
You guys want to react?
Mine is after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because if he blows this WrestleMania, if he screws up again, he's gone. This is it.
I feel like SummerSlam. I feel like SummerSlam, after SummerSlam and we're in September, that's where I feel like he might get the boot, especially if it gets worse and lower and lower and lower and lower.
Well, I mean, look at last year's WrestleMania. Night 1, in my opinion, was almost absolutely perfect. Great matches, almost top to bottom. Just a couple of hiccups. But then night 2, bleh. I think
Cody.
2 good matches. And the Cody Cena main event, I mean, I knew Cena was going to win, but the way they did it.
Oh, it was underwhelming as shit.
Yeah.
How you fucked that up. And that's where the whole, whose fault is it? That's my calculator. Did Triple H and Rock? That's what happened. Because The Rock wanted Cody to turn heel. That was his pitch. He didn't want Cena to turn heel. But Triple H didn't want to do that. And they probably got into a disagreement. And Rock probably didn't like what was pitched. And then after that, Rock's like, okay, you're on your own. If you're not going to listen to me or work with me, fuck you, you're on your own. And that's a shame because there's video evidence during WrestleMania at the shop in the building. There was a t-shirt that said, finally, The Rock has come back to Las Vegas. And people seen that shirt in the store. And because of that, they thought, oh my God, Rock's going to show up. Rock's going to
make an appearance. And I kept expecting it, and it never happened.
what I thought was going to happen. So Travis Scott came out first, which he did. I thought The Rock would come out right after or come from the crowd behind and hit Cody with the rock bottom. That's what I thought was going to happen. But when you saw Cena wins, the walking up, credits, like, no, you can't end WrestleMania like this.
Yeah. And you could hear the crowd booing.
Yeah, not because Cena won as a bad guy. It was like, that's it?
And see, I didn't even stick around for the post show. I just turned off the Peacock network, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch something else.
Yeah. Well, thank God I took a gummy earlier in the day for night 2, so I don't remember a whole lot of it. Thank God. I was so on my mind on this gummy, and I was like,
but I mean, night one,
I do remember the ending though. It sucked.
I mean, night one, you started out with Uso and Gunther, which at first kind of confused me. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you put the world champ either in the middle or at the end? But it made sense.
Triple threat to main event.
Yeah, it still made sense.
Right.
And Uso put in a hell of an effort, got the title. I was tickled. I was happy. And I think there was only maybe 2 matches that were just a little lackluster, but that happens. But I mean, for the most part, it was a good card. The crowd was in it. Like I said, night 2 when Stephanie came out and tried to do this thing to get the crowd going, I was like,
it's gonna be one of those nights. Like you can almost just tell.
Guys, I have breaking news.
Breaking news. Oh, do I have a sound clip here? Let's see.
Yeah, give me a little.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so here we go. News today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special report from the Irish Strips and Arm Drags. Okay. Turn that fucking music up.
Hey, what's the news?
You know who's not in the Epstein files?
Rapper.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
That's right. I don't know him because I'm busy with my horse. I'm not with him. I'm the Jack Hammer. No, I'm busy pooping. I got to run the company. I got I'm a father. I'm not a devoted husband. I'm busy, pal. Hey, no. Deuce, fuck off, Deuce. What up, G? Anyway, yeah, I'm not here. That's okay. I'm coming back, pal. I'm gonna get my company back. My big nose son-in-law idiot. He doesn't know. It's coming back.
Man, you get lost in the sauce there, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta commit to the bit.
Well, you've seen us on our the late night TWRP show, Tommy. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Last night was bad. Oh my god! Like fucking Bullseye and Hobo killed me. Oh yeah, you were there. I couldn't breathe. I was passing out. I couldn't see. I had a headache. I was like, it's 2:30 in the morning. I gotta take an aspirin and go to bed. I can't fucking keep going. We were to keep it somewhat PG. We were making fun of superheroes and wrestlers and trying to change names for superheroes. Okay, who can we give this gimmick to? And it was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Oh yeah, it got pretty explicit.
Yeah, like it was pretty bad.
Not for YouTube standards.
No, for X it was like anything goes. But on here it's like we have to wait till we're off the air, and because it was bad. It was like, oh my god, how are we coming up with this? Like this is like probably our best one. We can't fucking compete with it. Like we can't. I can't look at Zeus the same way anymore. That's the only hint I'll give you.
Yeah,
that was bad. It was funny, but it was like, oh, we're all going to hell.
Pop a beer.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got my drink here. Like we're all going to hell, and like Vince says, I'm gonna look at the devil, and I'm gonna say it was worth it. I like good entertainment. It was worth it.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna call it here, man. So if you guys want to promote yourselves.
All right. Yeah, guys, check out JCW Lunacy every Thursday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Time on the Psychopathic Records channel. You can follow me on X and YouTube at the Catman580. And much love, and we'll see y'all when we're back.
Jerry?
Yep, you can find me on Instagram and X under my name, Jerry D. Sills. You can also find me on Rumble as Thanos Jerry. You also find me right here on the best damn wrestling podcast, Irish Rips and Arm Drag.
Number one.
And you also find me on X on the post TWRP show.
Boo! Don't listen to that
The Sir
podcast.
Paladin, Sir Brandon, Chris, Master Hobo.
He's not gonna like that. Well, to tell me just call him a homo in the air. And we got Justin. We got your Justin at Love here.
Yeah, Justin. Who else we forgetting?
We
Weeb,
got Cheyenne.
Cola.
Cheyenne. Brandon. We have 2 Brandons. So we got
Yep.
and 1 Brandon. We got Brandon the gamer. So we got a good posse there for sure.
And of
Who
course,
else?
and Tommy's an honorary member. If he's never afraid to come back again.
Oh yeah, especially the night we had last night. Chris might do another one tonight. We don't know yet.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting. I gotta think of scenarios and write them down.
And
Yeah.
Paladin.
So we got Paladin.
Okay. You can follow me on X at RealPaladin1991. I do the Holding Soldiers podcast every week. We just talk a lot about covering wrestling stories and anything else that's out there. Also, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.com/thepaladinofthenight. I'm trying to get back to streaming at the moment. I really hope I can. And we can stream video games. We can have a laugh, just kind of escape all the la-di-da stuff out there that stresses us out. So.
And Tommy, your turn for plugs.
Yeah, I'll let Stephanie do it.
Subscribe to Irish Whips and Arm Drags.
All right. So thank you, Stephanie. You can go back and fucking all the people that you want in front of your husband, and absolutely do what she said.
Just like and sub, man. It means the world.
All right.
All right. This has been fun, gentlemen. Y'all take care. Until then, next time, see y'all then.
Peace out.
Peace out, motherfuckers.